joined by some really special guests that we'd like to welcome. We have Diego Salazar. He is a rising sophomore at Warren High School in Downey, California, right in our neighborhood here.
That's true.
And that school was recently honored as one of the most inclusive in the county.
In fact, Diego was chosen as the co-host of the Unified School banner presentation at Warren. And that was broadcast on ESPN, so he's pretty cool.
It's a big deal.
So.
Yeah.
He's also involved in Teen Connection, Unified Art, and Special Olympics Unified Sports.
Right, and he's joined by Athan, and she is a rising senior at Warren High School. She is a great spokesperson when it comes to the power of inclusion and celebrating all abilities. And she's also involved in student government, the Character Counts Committee, and Special Olympics Unified Sports as a unified teammate.
Should we get them
bring
in
them
here?
out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get them in here. Hey, Diego, Yanta.
Come on in, guys.
Uh-oh, here they are.
Hi there.
Welcome.
Welcome. Have a seat, you guys.
Please.
Hello.
Yeah.
What?
Should we sit down?
Yes.
All right.
Here we are.
Greetings.
Hello.
Yeah, thanks for being here today.
We're so excited to be here.
Good, good.
This is amazing.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. We have some incredible stuff in
Yes.
store today. But before we get started, we just want to remind you to take the pledge. You should have the information right there on your screen somewhere. Do you guys want to start off with? I feel like starting off with the pledge is a good
Yeah,
place
let's
to
do it.
begin.
It's what the show's all about today,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
Okay,
let's
so
do it.
I think we
Let's
have
do
it right there.
Uh-huh.
Should we stand? Should we? be
Yeah,
filming?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Do you
All right,
want to
let's
read it
stand.
together?
Yes.
Pledge of your flag in whatever school.
All right, you ready?
Mhm.
At the same time on three.
Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 3.
I
I
pledge to look for the lonely,
isolated,
left out, the challenged, and the bullied. I pledge to overcome the fear of difference and replace it with the power of inclusion. I choose to include.
Choose to include. Use that choose to include hashtag if you're watching at home, right?
And here's a fun fact. Special Olympics has grown to more than 6 million athletes and unified sports teammates involved in more than 190 countries around the globe.
Yeah, and it's a global inclusion movement using not just sport, but also education, health, and leadership programs every day around the world to end discrimination against those with intellectual disabilities.
The Special Olympics movement has made incredible progress over the last 50 years, but exclusion is still very real for people with intellectual disabilities in every aspect of their lives.
Right, and that's why Special Olympics athletes are leading the campaign to build a more inclusive world.
That's why we're challenging people across the globe to join the Revolution is Inclusion campaign, an all-out effort to end any kind of discrimination against people with intellectual disabilities. So, let's get ready for a great adventure. Where are we going?
Okay, well, we're going to Riot Studios with the creators of League of Legends. We're going to learn about them and the music they make for the games. We're going to also meet Paige from WWE.
What?
Pretty major. Learn
What?
about her makeup line.
Wow.
We're going to do some healthy cooking. We're going to make some fun recipes, which is very exciting. And we're going to hear from country music star Jimmy Allen.
What?
And you've got more too, right?
Oh, definitely. Well, I had the chance to hang out with Diego and Yanta a little bit before, so we might have some stuff that we've shot. Toyota was kind enough, might have been a mistake, to let me borrow the new RAV4 to visit some special people I have with me today. And what else do we have? We have spots with airy clothing.
Yes, which
and
is exciting.
I think the Peanut Butter Falcon, which is a film that's coming out
Yes.
that I legitimately cannot wait to see.
Yeah.
And we have Johnson & Johnson making an incredible match and challenge. And it's honestly so much.
It's going to be full of surprises, so you'll want to stick around. That's for sure.
So we have some Special Olympic athletes coming. We have all kinds of crazy guests. And again, we remind you to take the pledge. That's what's important today. That's why we're doing this today, so that we can build an inclusive world. This is about togetherness.
Yeah, and as we move forward, we just want to know that if you're watching, you're with us. So again, wherever you're watching, you should see a link where you can go online and take the pledge for yourself, share it with your friends, get people involved.
So pledge your support by signing the Inclusion Pledge Promise at jointherevolution.org. Is that a / or?
Slash pledge.
I just said
Slash pledge.
Yeah.
There we go. So again, click the link below and sign the inclusion pledge.
Yes, absolutely. And don't forget to share. So challenge everyone that you know to be a part of this movement. It's so important that we all build an inclusive world together. It just makes us all stronger and better, right?
Yeah, we're so excited to be part of this movement. Please join the inclusion revolution. Anything you want to say, Diego?
do it. Just do it. Do it for a good cause.
It's a great cause. You're right. Okay, should we take a seat, Max?
Yeah,
You've
let's
got
have a
something
seat.
for us, right?
Okay.
Let's have a seat. So how excited
Sit
are
down,
you?
be humble.
So tell us about going to high school together. How did you guys get to know each other?
Well, we met through Teen Connection, which is our club at Warren High School. And basically, this is a club where we interact with special needs students. And that's how I met Diego. We had an R Word campaign in our school, which is a campaign that we hold every year, where students from all over our school, they come in to do a handprint where they pledge not to say the R word. And I'm so touched that I was able to meet him at that point.
Yes. Spread the word to end the word.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
the slogan.
Yeah.
And I had a chance to actually go visit Warren High School. So you have Teen Connection, you
Yeah.
have unified sports, and again, it felt like inclusion is very much the culture of the entire school.
Yes.
So what kind of activities, I think we're gonna see what activities,
Yeah.
what kind of activities kind of stand out to you as your favorite? What's your favorite part of being in high school? Guys, I miss high school, by the way.
Aww.
I really do.
Yeah. It's fun. Yeah, for me, definitely the R Word campaign. That's how I got into Teen Connection. Being a part of the club itself, it honestly changed my entire life in high school when I joined in my sophomore year. So yeah.
What about you, Diego?
My favorite thing about high school is that everybody can be friends. You can learn new stuff that you never really learned before, yet even some students don't even want to. But you must.
Do you have a favorite subject?
Art.
Yeah.
History.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like history too.
So why don't we just take a sneak peek and see exactly what these students are up to at Warren High?
I think that would be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Check this out.
Catch the wave.
We're live, so bear with us for a second.
Guys, so I'm here at Warren High School. We're about to go meet Diego and Yanta, who are co-hosting with me on July 19th.
How
Let's
is
go
that
inside
you?
and see what's up. So we're outside of Warren on the segment? High School, which is a unified
Cool.
school. We have 6,500 in the United States. This is a school that celebrates inclusion, has it all throughout their programming, and you two love going here?
I love it.
Yeah?
I love it as much as I love the earth.
Whoa. So what is Team Connection? From my understanding, it's including every member of the school in conversation, events, and then unified art. You also have unified physical education classes as well, right?
Correct.
Do you do those programs?
What I do.
You do? So can you guys give me a tour of the school?
Of course.
Awesome. All right. Let's do it. How does it feel to be part of such an amazing school?
Well, it feels really exhilarating, liberating. It basically makes you kind of feel free in a way.
I think that's a perfect answer.
Yes.
What about for you?
I feel like proud of our school, and like it just makes me feel so happy that like I'm going to like such a great school that like really like prioritizes inclusion and that we do so much to include everyone, and it just makes me feel really happy. So one of our events is the R Word campaign. If you look behind you, this is the one that we had from this year, where basically during both of our school lunches, we would have students like come in and make the pledge not to say like the R word. And so it's like very symbolic. It's like we're all coming together like to unify against like this like opposing like idea. And also just like the club meetings here in general. Like every week we meet to meet with the special need kids and we interact with them and play games with them. We play music. It's like a party. It's like a fun party like for everyone literally every week. Like what's not to love about that?
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I want to go to Warren High School. This sounds awesome. Art room?
Sure.
Let's go.
All right.
We can go to the art class.
We all feel like better about ourselves being in like Teen Connection because we're learning to celebrate differences and not, and we're so happy that like these programs are teaching us all that. say that in her interview. I was like, oh my god, I was so selected. I was like, oh my god, like we're like a family, and it was a very good experience.
PE program here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you show me the sports field? Is that where the ceremony was?
Yeah.
Okay, we might have you sing the national anthem, Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I'm fine.
Okay. After you, please.
What I like about Unified PE is that it basically allows anyone with with a moderate to severe intellectual disability or other needs to basically get the physical education that they need for their level.
And does it feel like an inclusive, supportive, fun environment?
It does actually.
That's awesome. Stay tuned. We'll be doing a live stream together, celebrating togetherness this July 19th. We can't wait.
Yes.
You still with us?
That was awesome, right?
Yeah, it was.
So, perceptions have changed over the years. People with intellectual disabilities are still widely viewed as dependent people with limited potential, when in fact, they are, with the addition of inclusion, independent, world-class athletes, students, employees, neighbors, and leaders who make valuable contributions everywhere.
Yeah, and the good news is that when the world chooses to include, everything changes in a positive way for everyone.
Everyone, right, Diego?
Everybody.
Yeah.
So as we move forward, again, we need to know that you're with us.
So please pledge your support. You can sign the Inclusion Pledge. There's a link below wherever you're watching. There should be. Just click there. Make sure to tell us that you're with us. Share with your friends and family. Like, let's really
Bribe
include
them.
people.
Yeah, bribe them, challenge them, dare them,
Yep,
extort them, whatever you need to do.
And let's
It's a
celebrate all
challenge.
of our abilities. That's what today is really all about.
Yes.
So in celebrating all of our abilities, we create something beautiful like this broadcast, and something more beautiful and powerful in the collective than we could simply do alone.
Absolutely. And we have some special guests who are on the phone with us, which is really exciting.
Yes, we have Hannah Teter. She's a 3-time Olympic snowboarder and gold and silver medalist and 7-time X Games medalist and a passionate humanitarian.
Right. And she's been recognized for, obviously, her snowboarding success and philanthropic efforts, with honors including an ESPY for Best Female Action Sports Athlete and the VH1 Do Something Award for Athlete of the Year. And she also combines her passion for inclusion and for snowboarding by helping bring unified snowboarding to the X Games.
So Hannah's favorite and longtime unified snowboarding teammate is Special Olympics athlete Dana Schultz of Wisconsin.
And they're both on the line with us. Welcome.
Yeah.
Hey.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hi there.
Hey.
Welcome to the live
Like
broadcast.
The intro.
Did you? Oh, you watched it?
That was an amazing intro.
Oh, thank you.
You
kindly.
both earned it, obviously, with all of your accomplishments. So, Dana, I just love to hear from you because you have been an athlete in the Special Olympics since the age of 8. Is that right?
Yes, I have been in Special Olympics since I was 8 years old,
Wow.
and I've loved it. It's opened my eyes.
And you go to the hill whenever you can, is what we're told.
What's that?
We're told that you sneak to the snowboarding hill as often as possible, and that you've won a gold medal at the Special Olympics World Winter Games in Korea and Austria, as well as the past 5 X Games in the Unified Snowboard Dual Slalom. And we also heard Forgive
I
us. We're introducing more because we're so impressed right now. That last summer, you had the amazing opportunity to work with ESPN as the first female with an intellectual disability working as an on-camera analyst for Special Olympics USA Games in Seattle. So we,
Yes.
I'm impressed. How old are you now?
I am 28.
Oh,
28.
So you both have gotten to really travel the world as athletes doing what you love. What's kind of been maybe the coolest experience you've had with somebody who has come up to you and said, you know, you really inspired me to be an athlete, or you really got me into snowboarding?
I mean, my first. Oh, Dana, you can go. You go.
You go. You go. You go.
I was gonna say, well, my first World Winter Games of Special Olympics in South Korea, where I met Dana, was definitely one of the highlights of my career. I would say, you know, I had never raced with Dana and any of the athletes yet, and once I got there, I just was blown away by the connection that we all had for snowboarding, and then also just the friendships we started to build there was unreal. And you know, me and Dana, that was like 8 years ago, and me and Dana have been super good friends ever since, competing in X Games from that point on together for like the last 6 years.
wow.
So that was definitely a highlight for me.
Yeah. Dana, what about you?
Yeah, that for sure was a highlight for me because I've seen Hannah compete at the super pipe in the X Games, and she's been my idol. And when I heard that she was my partner, I was like super enthusiastic. I think the whole entire mountain was shaking because I was jumping up and down.
Avalanche.
Well, Diego, Iantha, do you have any questions for them? I know they're pretty impressive, right?
Yes, you are impressive. So, you are snowboarders. My English is broken today. Take two. So, you guys are snowboarders, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
snowboarders.
Well,
No borders.
Have you ever wanted to basically snowboard down Mount Everest?
Whoa.
That would be pretty cool.
And
That would be
scary.
awesome.
Something else to add to your list of accomplishments.
And that would be your biggest accomplishment yet. Nepal.
Yeah.
Be the most extreme.
Well, I know that we
We'd be
also,
flying down Mount Everest.
it would be pretty awesome,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Can you talk a little bit about what inclusion means in both of your lives and in sport for you too?
Yeah. Inclusion is what's up. It's you know, the future of sports and playing together. It's just so much more fun. Like for me at X Games, when we have the unified slalom race, it's the highlight of X Games. You know, like super pipe's cool and everything, but it's all about having fun with your friends and racing. It's been just so insane.
Yeah, inclusion for me, I didn't even know that existed till South Korea, and to be able to have a friend and be included in something that was so amazing and have a pro as a friend. I mean, we've been friends for 8 years now, and
Wow.
she treated me like I was equal, and I haven't gotten that in a long time. So inclusion means the world to me. I'm all about inclusion.
Me too.
And moving forward, what's kind of your involvement with Special Olympics, and where do you want to go as both teammates and ambassadors for your sport and for inclusion? What's next?
What's next?
I
Dana?
would love to see it in more sports. You know, snowboarding, yes, snowboarding is number one sport, of course. But I would love to see it in more sports and to see it not just in Aspen. Aspen's a beautiful place, maybe in all the other countries that X Games are at, and just everyone to see the friendship that me and Hannah made and the bond that we have. Everybody can have that. Anybody can have that.
That's so cool. And were you two the only female team to take part in the initial unified snowboarding event at the X Games? Or were there others?
There were more girls. I think we were the first girls team, just
Wow.
us too. So we were the first like girl power team.
Pretty groundbreaking.
Girl power all the way.
I love that. I love it. So what do you think people out
Yeah.
there who are watching today can learn from the friendship that you two have?
I think they could learn, you know, that one of your best friends could be someone you meet at an event, you know, with Special Olympics. You never know who you're going to bond with. Like me and Dana, for instance, we've had this bond for a while, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. And, you know, there's not many friends that I have a real connection with. So, yeah, get out there and join the inclusion revolution.
Definitely. I mean, that's such a good message. That's what today is all about. Meet new people by being inclusive, and you could forge like this lifelong friendship, right?
And conquer the world.
Yeah, and
for
win a
it.
lot of
Sounds
medals
like,
while you're at it. I don't know if we could all do that, but you guys did.
So we would love to share with the audience today kind of more about your friendship and your teamwork together. So I believe you guys did a game changer video, and we're gonna cut to that and just see
Yeah,
how
we're gonna
crazy
cue
this
that up.
partnership is. Yeah.
Thank you so much, both
Thank
of
you.
you.
Yeah,
Aw.
let's watch it.
Let's watch it.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
This year we're doing the Special
Thank
Olympics
you.
X Games
Thanks, guys.
You are welcome.
slalom race.
Go.
10 pro athletes are partnered with 10 Special Olympic athletes.
And all I hear every year is that this is the best event of X Games.
One team to keep your eye on, though, Dana Schultz and Hannah Teter.
My girl, Dana Schultz, Wisconsin superstar, 4-time Special Olympics gold medalist, also 4-time X Games medalist.
This is my girl, Hannah Teter. She is a 7-time X Games medalist, a gold and a silver medalist in the Olympics, and a global ambassador for Special Olympics. Boom.
Dana is one of my best friends. She's beyond strong. She's on another level of strength. We met at the World Winter Games in South Korea. We were doing the unified slalom, and I was partnered up with Dana.
Unified means that people with and without intellectual disabilities are coming together, not only in sports, but being friends. It was amazing for me because she's been my idol ever since I first started snowboard.
And I just noticed right from the beginning how much talent and like charisma and passion she had for snowboarding. And I can relate like 100,000,000%.
Yeah, we're here.
Oh yeah.
Because that's all I think about and all I crave to be better at.
I love snowboarding for many reasons, but the top number one all-time favorite of mine is I'm free. I'm free from my disability. I'm free from people judging me, making fun of me, telling me I can't do it. When I was in school, I got teased and bullied basically every day of my life. Between being shoved in the locker, pushed down, my pants got flushed down the toilet once, got mocked every day, got called, unfortunately, retarded every day. Special Olympics was an escape where I could be myself, that I had value.
It makes me a little upset to know that the stuff she went through is still going on right now as we speak. You know, people are treated that way. That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't exist here. So to hear it makes me emotional. It really does. Because it's true, and I saw it firsthand. I grew up with an intellectually disabled brother, and I just saw all the things he faced growing up. So that made me want to, change those things and be a part of a movement that's changing those things.
Have fun?
Oh yeah.
Of course. Really good.
Special Olympics and X Games was a little idea I had at the South Korea World Winter Games. Had just met all the athletes and saw how incredible and talented they were, and I had just come from X Games. So I put the two together. I was like, Special Olympics needs to be an X Games.
She's the reason we're here.
Yay! Girl power! Girl power!
I hope I get another gold medal.
I am stoked.
Everyone's having fun, giving high fives, hugs. It's all really competitive, but it's all really fun.
You know what's really neat about this event is the friendships that we've developed.
It's all the athletes, all the amazing people I get to meet, and all the amazing smiles I see up top. Joey's a really good partner.
I had so much fun.
This is a dream come true. It means the world to see how it should be. You know, everyone should be interacting like this, like at a unified race. I think it's an incredible place to showcase that, but it should be a standard.
To have that little bit of inclusion, for that moment, we're equal.
Okay, those are the kind of friendships you have to hang on to for your whole life.
Yeah.
right? Incredible.
I want a teammate like that. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Pretty amazing.
So before we go to our next segment, which was pretty fun as far as I'm concerned.
They're all pretty fun, but this was special.
This was special.
Yeah.
We do want to remind you that this whole deal is about inclusion.
Yes.
So please take the pledge. Please see the link below. You should be able to click, go on the website. It's really simple, but we want to know that you're with us, that you're watching, that you care about this as much as we do.
So again, get in the conversation at #ChooseToInclude. Go to the website. The revolution is inclusion. Take the pledge with us, share it, and we'll go from there.
Exactly. And if you're looking for the link, it should be below this video wherever you are watching. So check it out.
Click the link.
All right, so togetherness is obviously a big part of gaming. You hang out with your friends, you take each other on, and there's a lot of people that go into making video games. So Max and I got to go visit Riot Studios and have some fun checking out their facility, meeting some of the people that work there, and learning about all these different elements that go into making a single video game.
And it's more than you'd think. Like, togetherness really is a part of this deal. We had an opportunity to meet with the character designers for League of Legends, the music, the sound effects. It was like
It's a lot of work putting a video game together,
they
right?
took over a huge movie studio. So there's something like 2,000 employees there every day just making the game fun and more inclusive, adding characters. I was shocked.
It was a big production.
It was a huge
Yeah.
production. So, I don't know. What do you think? Should we show them?
I think we should.
I
yeah.
think we should
Let's
show you
do
what
it.
Riot Games looks like.
Have at ya.
And we're back. We're back, guys. We are here.
Footage.
And we're talking about the fact that the revolution is inclusion. So what can people do if they're watching? What should they do?
What you should do, or what you could do, or what we would love you to do, is take the pledge with us. So again, click the link below. Let us know you're involved. Share it, scream it, pledge it with your heart. Stand in front of your mirror, write it down. Doesn't matter. We would love you to be involved.
Yes, sign the pledge, but then live the pledge every day in being inclusive at work, at school, with your friends, with your family. That's really what it's all about.
So our next segment,
Yes.
I believe, is a message from Milton.
Yes. And I don't want to say too much about it. I just want you guys to watch it.
Hi, I'm Al Rosen. I'm here today with my brother Bruce and our son Milton Mcbride Rosen. We want to welcome you to the Sunshine State here in Tampa, Florida, and we're very excited to be a part of this Special Olympics live event.
In April of 1977, Al and I were 23 years old, and we just recently opened the Body Shop Gym in Tampa. 6 weeks later, on May 21st, I met Milton when I was with his sister, and Milton was living in a foster home. Well, the place was a real dump, and 2 weeks later, Milton came to live with Al and I, and we became the fathers of a 15-year-old boy with Down syndrome who only weighed 60 pounds at the time. We figured by giving him lots of love and care, teaching him how to work out, feeding him properly, that he would become much healthier and stronger.
Little did we know at the time, he would actually become, pound for pound, one of the strongest guys in the gym. And inside our gym, there were a lot of pro athletes, wrestlers, football players, baseball players, as well as a lot of Division I college athletes. Also, within that first year, he would have a 6-year-old roommate named Dwayne, or as Milton, what do you call Dwayne?
Dewey.
Dewey, yes. Okay, Dwayne's dad is Rocky Johnson, and back then, Rocky was a territorial wrestler, one of the top guys. And they traveled from territory to territory, so after returning from Texas, they moved in with us, and Milton and Dwayne became roommates.
Not only did Milton teach Dwayne to work out. Milton, did you teach Dewey to work out?
Yeah.
What'd you teach him? There you go. But Milton also worked out and trained and influenced many, many athletes, even those who went on to win Super Bowls, World Series, WrestleManias, as well as top tennis players and gymnasts. Today, Milton is involved in animal rescue and saving animals.
And now, we like to present The Rocks Rock.
Great. So that's Milton Rosen. He's a Special Olympic athlete with a very special, well-known friend who we're going to introduce. Don't blow it yet. Don't tell us yet. But Milton Rosen has changed more lives than anyone can count, and that's according to his boyhood pal and roommate.
Who is it, Diego?
Who is it?
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson!
And Dwayne calls Milton his hero. So they were part of an inclusive, unified household long before the revolution is inclusion. Milton's adopted dad, Bruce Rosen, and Uncle Al, Bruce's twin brother, really love to talk about how their unified household and extended family bring people together, and they really help inspire everybody to do and be their best.
Whether they have an intellectual disability or they don't.
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
about
matter.
everybody. Yeah.
It's inclusive. So we're all going to talk about The Rocks Rock, where we got some weightlifting, some Special Olympic tournaments, and an incredible friendship.
Yep.
But before we do that, Diego, come on, you had it.
It's Maui time!
Let's take a look.
Today with my brother Bruce and our son Milton Mcbride Rosen, we want to welcome you to the...
There's one person who's my hero. One person from the time I was 6 years old. When we first met, we hugged, and we became like brothers. And he has not only inspired me, but inspired so many people. So, I guess in a phrase, he's the Rocks Rock.
Milton was raised by a village. The village was called the Body Shop. Body Shop Gym, full of big guys. Guys benching 500 pounds, professional athletes, and that was Milton's family. The story of Dwayne Johnson and Milton Mcbride Rosen begins in 1977.
I believe he was in the foster care system for maybe six, 7 years before I came along. Milton, this is the day I met you. We were at Circus World. It's a long time ago, huh, Milton?
Yeah.
He was 15 years old and very, very skinny, almost looked malnourished. He weighed 60 pounds at 15 years old. Milton was so innocent and so loving, and from the minute I met him, I knew there was a connection.
After knowing Milton one or 2 days, Bruce came to me and said, I was thinking about adopting Milton. Bruce was the first single male to adopt a child in Florida when he adopted Milton.
When I first met Milton, I was a kid, probably 5, 6 years old, and for me, it was just another buddy. Milton was one of the ones who showed me how to start working out. We wound up moving in with the Rosens, and then I shared a bedroom with Milton, and that started to solidify our friendship and our brotherhood, and we got extremely close.
Dwayne would try little wrestling holds on him and stuff like that when they were little, but then those games continued as they grew older. Dwayne would take a hairbrush and he'll have a microphone, and he'll say, "Come on over here. Let's meet Milton Mcbride. Come on in."
So tell me, Ron, I know you're ready. I know you're getting ready. Sergeant Slaughter's a tough competitor. You think you can beat him?
Yeah.
Great. All right, thanks, Ron.
We entered Milton in Special Olympics pretty much right away. We put him in track and field, and he was running the 50-yard dash, the softball throw.
The big thing is when Special Olympics put in weightlifting, and that's where he thrived, and his self-esteem grew.
In one of the state championships, it was held at the University of Tampa.
So when Milton got down, okay, with 270 pounds on the bench, people just started looking, could he actually do that? He got down, slowly brought it down to his chest, paused, and exploded. I don't think they ever expected anybody to go on and be able to eventually double their body weight.
Milton always came through under pressure. He always did his personal best. Milton, you were strong back then?
Yeah.
It's a great picture of you. That was when you won the state championship in Lakeland?
Yeah.
The picture was in a newspaper?
Years later, Tampa, for all of us, became a very challenging place. My dad was not wrestling anymore, not making any money.
Then I started drinking real heavy because, I said, this, I'm not getting a job driving a truck. I'm not going to do this. I'm a big wrestler. I'm a big star.
Of all the people, Milton became somewhat of a saving grace to my dad.
He took the ball one time and dumped it out. I was going to kick his, but he took off out the door. He knew it was no good, and he knew it was hurting me. And he didn't want to see me hurt. He'd have tears coming down his eyes. That touched my heart. That would make me cry. All of a sudden, here I am on the floor. I'm in a hole. And then I got somebody like Milton. He just changed everything for me.
Milton convinced him to stop drinking. He's never had a drink since.
Milton changed my life because he looked at me like, I'm your dad. I'm going to take care of you. All right, remember, championships are won and lost. Legends are forever, and you're a legend.
Who's that?
Me.
And you get somebody who just comes around and is not judging, and looks at you and loves you and will cry with you and I got you. And then probably the fact that it's Milton, who has Down syndrome, and this connection happens, and his heart is boundless. The love he has is boundless. The empathy is boundless.
Is you and Dewey here? Who's stronger, you or Dewey? Me.
That's how Milton has impacted my life in ways that, again, I could never have imagined.
So we are back after spending time with The Rock.
Pretty
Yeah.
That was crazy. Again, togetherness, inclusion, epic friendships.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Just making spot for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just tried to do a Rock impression. It really didn't work
Oh,
out.
that's what that was. I missed it.
Do you smell what Max is cooking right now?
A
Nothing too
terrible
good.
Rock
Yeah,
impression.
something terrible.
But I can do a better Arnold impression. Get to the chopper!
That was pretty good, Diego.
Diego, I'm legit. What?
Oh,
Okay.
what's this?
Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. That is awesome. So, we have some breaking news.
Okay, what is it?
As we've said, we would really love you to take the inclusion pledge.
Again.
I just found out, thank you, that it gets better because Johnson & Johnson has just agreed to donate $1 for every pledge signed during today's event, up to $50,000.
That is incredible.
Yeah, so thank you to Johnson & Johnson for providing the opportunity to reach more people by making a donation to every name added to the Inclusion Pledge during today's Streamathon. For more than 130 years, Johnson & Johnson has been committed to improving health and wellness for all people. It's more than a healthcare company. They support the people on the front lines of delivering care to better address the health needs of the world's most vulnerable people. And they're putting their money where their mouth is today because they are supporting the inclusion revolution. Again, it's so important that you go online, click the link below, and join the pledge. Take the pledge, be a part of this revolution. It takes what? 15 seconds?
It just takes a second. And I think the cool thing now is, you know, it's one thing to sign your name, but now you're actually helping to raise money. And the more you share it, the more people you get to sign, the more money we raise for Special Olympics.
Yeah, this is crazy.
It's a big deal, yeah. If you're watching this right now, maybe you're watching it on popsugar.com. If you're not, you can go check us out. We've got even more information on the campaign and kind of the story behind this whole broadcast. We are so excited to be able to partner with Special Olympics on this. As a company, we are really committed to inclusion every day. We really want to make content and videos and Instagrams and posts on the site where people can come visit popsugar.com and feel like there's something there for them. So for us, this was just such a cool opportunity. We are so glad to be part of this.
And please share this with your friends and challenge them to share with their friends.
Yes, let's keep it going. It's kind of like a game of dominoes here, right?
Yeah, let's build an inclusive world together.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
again, we're challenging all people across the globe watching right now to join the Revolution is Inclusion campaign. And this is an all-out effort to end discrimination against people with intellectual disabilities.
Right.
And the biggest challenge are perceptions and attitudes that have changed over the years. But again, people with intellectual disabilities are still widely viewed as dependent people with limited potential, when in fact that's complete garbage. With the addition of inclusion, people with intellectual disabilities are independent, world-class athletes, students, employees, neighbors, and leaders who can teach us and who make valuable contributions worldwide.
100%. And it's just so important that everybody out there gets the word out, that you make it really clear to all your family, all your friends on social media that this is something that you stand by, something that you believe in. The more of us speak out and commit ourselves to this, the quicker we'll be able to make the change that we want to see.
Awesome.
Niels.
So I will say a proud partner that really helped me out, again, it might have been a mistake, Toyota gave me the opportunity to drive the all-new RAV4 which from experience I can tell you has sport mode, which is quite exciting. But I got to drive down to Long Beach to Special Olympics headquarters in Southern California to meet with a very special athlete and ambassador for both Special Olympics and I think like at least 4 sports.
Wow.
So
very cool.
I'd love to share that experience with you. But before I do that, thanks again, Toyota. Let's talk after the show. I would love to have a Toyota.
Did you return the car in good condition?
I think so. We put some miles on it.
There you go.
We got in a little bit of trouble. But yeah, take a look.
Let's watch.
Hey guys, super excited for today. We're gonna take this Toyota RAV4 down to Long Beach to Special Olympics headquarters where we're gonna meet Greg, who's been an advocate and athlete with Special Olympics for over 18 years. Really looking forward to this. I'm gonna show you what a day in LA is like and enjoy this Toyota RAV4. We're gonna meet up with Greg right now, and he's gonna tell us about what he loves about this program. Let's do it. So nice to meet you.
Meet you too.
So we're here to talk about Special Olympics and what you've kind of done over the years. What kind of events have you participated in over the years?
My primary sport is golf.
Okay.
And I was in the 2015 LA World Games for golf. I became a global messenger, and after that, Shanghai, China.
What's so special to you about Special Olympics? Why do you love it so much?
Because you meet a lot of different people. Even when you're playing in the World Games, you meet a lot of different athletes from the different countries, and you're playing with them, and playing golf or whatever your sport is. It's just a wonderful feeling. You make new friends, and I've done a lot more. I wouldn't be able to do a lot of the stuff that I've done without Special Olympics.
That's amazing. And so the message that we always talk about is the revolution is inclusion.
Mm-hmm.
And you're an ambassador for Special Olympics. What does inclusion mean?
And to me, is inclusion is getting and coming together with other people and people from around the world, everything, just becoming friends. And over there is our athlete oath. Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. All athletes are braving the attempt.
The win is in the attempt, in the
attempt, yeah, in the process of it.
You work outreach for Special Olympics. What's so important about outreach and getting the word out?
Outreach is very important. As you can see, you just met Greg, one of 100 goal messengers that we have that I oversee here at this organization.
Wow.
Matter of fact, I'm in the process of training about 20 goal messengers this weekend to help them share the message that Greg shared with you about playing pool and other events that we have going on here locally.
So what's, in terms of training a messenger, I'm curious, what is the core message of Special Olympics that needs to be shared?
Core message is that we're all about inclusion and acceptance in this organization. And whenever you're in doubt and you haven't met somebody with intellectual disabilities, always take the safe route and choose to include.
In terms of the future of this organization, what's kind of the vision you have? What do you want to see happen with the community with Special Olympics? What's kind of the dream?
The dream is to have people with intellectual disabilities add to decision-making tables in all levels of the government. Wherever it comes to people with disabilities and working with people with disabilities, make sure you have somebody like us a part of that decision-making. I was just at the United Nations a few weeks ago, moderating the all-athlete panel to get that point across, going, we're just like normal people out there. We have the same things. We think the same way. We can make our own decisions. Let us be a part of those decision-making skills and be at the table with you guys.
So it's that leadership and really just empowering everyone to ask for what they need and what they want and to not exclude but to include.
Definitely.
Amazing. So Greg, how did you first get involved with Special Olympics?
Well, we went to some events and get to know the people and stuff. I helped out in there, and that's when I found out I qualified to get in Special Olympics.
Correct me if I'm wrong, you were named Athlete of the Year.
Yeah.
What did that feel like to win that award?
It was a great. When I heard it, I started clapping. He goes, "Yeah." Shar says he was clapping for himself. I said, "Why not?" And it was in front of my golf team at my golf practice.
No kidding.
Yep. It was wonderful, and it was great, and it was the greatest feeling ever.
Greg, thanks again for taking a ride with me. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was great. Enjoyed it. Beautiful day.
Perfect day. So we'd like to thank our friends at Toyota. They gave us this amazing RAV4 today. It's the adventure model. I had so much fun driving this. We have an all-new suspension. It's all-wheel drive. And on top of that, there's so many cool new features. Not only do we have the sport styling, we've got the multimedia system. My phone just plugs straight in. I can go straight to Apple Play, play whatever song I want, maps, super comfy. I can just push to start. Put my phone right here on this charging mat. We're good to go. So thank you, Toyota, and thank you from Special Olympics for supporting this amazing organization. So, thanks again to Toyota. Oh, man, that was some responsible driving on my part. That's all I'm going to say. But, moving on, I learned something spending time with Diego. And that is that Diego, sadly, knows more about film and television than I do. And I've been working in Hollywood for 12 years.
That's okay.
Oh, thanks, Diego. So, we're going to do a little pop quiz. You're a big Stanley Kubrick fan, right?
I'm also a Jim Henson fan, too.
Oh, we can talk about puppets all day.
Yeah.
You have your own puppet show, right?
Well, I have a puppet named Jack, and he's a Russian dragon.
It's the coolest thing I've ever heard. You were doing the 2001 Space Odyssey thing earlier. Can you do that for us?
Bum, bum, bum. Da, da! Bum, 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 bum. 2019, a beach ball odyssey, coming never.
That was the most epic Special Olympics beach ball introduction of all time.
Yes.
So you love storytelling. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie of all time?
Of all time.
Number one would have to be Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal.
Why?
Because there hasn't been like a fantasy film as unique as The Dark Crystal, because there hasn't been a film where basically it is all just puppets, no humans. All puppets. Muppets.
And Diego, what's the worst movie of all time?
The worst movie of all time. I think I found it. Well, there are several bad movies, but I would have to say the worst movies I have ever seen were some of the Disney video sequels.
Oh, we probably shouldn't even get into those. Let's not even name them. Let's not.
Actually, the worst movie I've ever seen was Mirror Mask.
What's that?
Mirror Mask was a film by the Jim Henson Company that is it is the worst thing. It is.
Okay, all right, before we get ourselves in too much trouble, because I want to hear about this.
Okay.
We're going to throw you over a little special sequence we just put together. Doing this exact same thing back at Warren High School. Oui. Take a look. Okay, I just finished my interview with Diego and Yanta, and between you and me, off camera, Diego knew more about Hollywood than I did. So, we have some amazing footage. I think you should just take a look at this.
Clockwork Orange.
And that's your favorite Kubrick movie?
Well, pretty much, even though I haven't seen the full thing, but I already know the story because I never read the book, but I've seen a quick book summary because I don't really have time to read novels.
What are your other favorite movies, Diego?
Well, I also like a lot of other films, like the Mel Brooks classic Spaceballs.
Can we see a little Spaceballs in action?
Merchandising. Merchandising? Merchandising. Merchandising, merchandising. Where the real money from the movie is made. Spaceballs, the coloring book. Spaceballs, the lunchbox. Spaceballs, the breakfast cereal. Spaceballs, the flamethrower. The kids love this one. Trust me. And last but not least, Spaceballs, the dog. Me. May the sports be with ya. The greatest line in any film would have to be, life is a movie, write your own ending, keep believing, keep pretending. Kermit the Frog. The Muppet Movie.
That's best interview of all time.
Please, God. And I suggest we add some music to that interview.
What music?
I don't know. Classical music. The greatest line in any film would have to be, life is a movie, write your own ending, keep believing, keep pretending. Kermit the Frog. The Muppet Movie.
That's
That's all, folks. Yep. That's all, folks.
Oh, we are back.
We're back, and we're back.
You're back. That was magic right there. That's like movie magic almost.
Yeah.
Exactly what what? Uh-oh.
Oh.
It looks like I just got thrown another
You
update.
use the Schwartz.
More breaking news. Even
More breaking news.
More.
Okay. Big update. Johnson & Johnson is increasing their donation for every pledge for the next 30 minutes to an hour to double the match from $1 to $2,
Wow.
or triple the match from 1 to 3, or do a $5 donation for every inclusion pledge signature. So please.
Hurry and sign if you haven't already.
And if you
Please.
have, share it. Get more people to sign it.
If you've signed, please share.
Yes.
Spread the inclusion pledge. And again, this is so generous. Thank you to Johnson & Johnson for doing this. Right now is the time to challenge your friends to take the pledge. Go online to specialolympics.org/live.
Yes, and tell them to watch. We keep talking about the pledge because we know people are tuning in constantly, so we don't want anybody to miss it.
So should we all say the pledge again?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we should say
do it. Sure.
So you know what you're signing up for. 'Cause
Exactly.
If you can't really agree with this, well,
I don't know what to tell you, right?
what would you say, Diego?
What?
If someone's going to take the pledge?
Someone can't take the pledge?
Yeah.
Everyone
Well,
should be able to take this pledge, right?
Take it. If you can't, then luckily you can take it other times. It's not too late to do the pledge.
This is a pledge you should be taking every day of your life.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Shall we
should we
do it?
read it together?
Let's do it.
Sure.
Okay, I think let's start at the top. Can we go back to the top of the pledge?
Yeah.
I'm gonna read the whole thing here.
I want to make sure we get this right.
Yeah, it's important, isn't it? Yeah, so, okay.
It's a little bit,
If we don't have the pledge right now, we can do it later.
we can save it for later.
Yeah,
It's just a
that's
little
fine.
bit, I think, earlier.
Yeah, we're doing this live, so things happen.
What are
We're
we
rolling
doing
with the punches.
What?
We're doing it what?
We're doing it live.
Live.
We'll do it live.
Happening
Right now.
live.
Okay. All right. So I think the other part of this is the high five
Yeah, so
tradition that we have.
we want to get some people out here to join us if they can.
And the high five is really about togetherness. It's about celebrating a common win and about inclusion. So how's this for inclusion? Check this out. Peanut butter and
jelly.
Nailed
Had
it.
that right away. Okay.
Pencil and
paper.
Nice work.
high five right there too. Last one. How about this? Who wrote a little help from my friends, Lindsay?
The Beatles. I knew that one. I did.
Crushed it. So we're going to get some people out here. Oh, you know what? I got another one.
Okay.
Who said the revolution is inclusion?
Special Olympics.
There you go.
There.
Come on.
Stop.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's so fun.
Okay, so here's what we love to do. Our producer Ryan's going to help us out really quick. We're going to get back to the pledge because we really want to take this all together, get back to the pledge so we can read it to you guys so you really get a sense of like what this is all about.
And then I think we should get pretty much everyone up here.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of guests here today, right?
We do, and then we should probably all high five each other in the spirit of the high five.
Exactly. And then we can get the pledge going, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
I love this idea.
Great.
Okay, so Diego, I feel like some of these people are your guests.
Yes, in
You
fact
bring 'em
they
out?
are.
Should we bring them out right now, actually?
Yeah.
Come on, what you waiting for?
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
in. Come on.
Don't be nervous.
Hello.
Diego, who's this?
This is my sister.
And what's your name?
Eliana.
Well, welcome.
Welcome.
Hi.
And this?
Miss Spino,
Who's Miss Spino?
a special education teacher at Warren.
Nice.
And
welcome.
one of the best.
Woo,
Welcome. And this?
Is Cindy. Oh, Chrissy. I get confused with names sometimes.
We all do. I do too.
I've
Yeah,
messed up
yeah, we
a
do,
couple times today.
Chrissy. She works for the Special Olympics of Southern California.
Awesome. And who's at the very end of the row here?
And that is my mom.
Welcome. Thank you so much.
Claudia Saldana Salazar Gallegos. Long full name, huh?
I love it. Beautiful.
Rolls right off your tongue.
Guess what's longer though? The pledge.
The pledge.
And
So
we're
can
gonna
we all
read
take
it.
the pledge together?
Yes.
I think
Together.
we're going to get everyone in here to take the
Awesome.
pledge together.
Yeah,
How about
yeah.
that?
Okay,
Are you
let's-
ready?
let's start
On
from the top.
3. Diego, you want to lead us into this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
On the count of 5.
Okay.
Got it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I pledge to look for the lonely, isolated, left out, the challenged, and the bullied. I pledge to overcome the fear of difference and replace it with the power of inclusion. I choose to include.
Awesome.
Thank you. so
High fives,
much.
everyone.
Thank you all
High
for being
fives.
here too.
Everyone, give each other a high five.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about.
Come on. Ready? Here we go.
And you know what? I think we should actually cut to you guys. I mean, you're putting this together. Let's get you in here.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
High fives.
Come on.
High fives. All right. There we go.
Let's
There we
do
go.
it.
We got
Yes,
a crew in here.
yes.
You missed me.
Thank you kindly. Oh,
Didn't.
Incredible. Thank you all so much. It was so great to meet you.
and thank you for bringing us this gentleman right here.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So he's-
All right.
He's a handful. in a good way.
Is she right?
Well, she kind of is.
Okay, I'll take that as a yes.
Thank you so much.
All right.
So again,
Thank you.
please sign the pledge, take the pledge, and we're going to be leading you into another special segment we have,
Yes, absolutely.
a little game changer, as we like to call it.
Yes.
Take a look.
Athletes, good luck today. Do your best, have fun, and show the world what you're made of.
The MATP and everything, it's all together. So let's just make sure we put GW High School and all of this.
The MATP program is the Motor Activities Training Program. It is for the students that are most severely impacted by their disability. and it's a way for them to be included into all of the Special Olympics.
I think MATP is so important to us because we are an inclusive organization and everybody has the right and the ability to participate at some level. And we do specially adapted sports just for them and their abilities.
Washington High School, we got Jackie.
Every time I see her doing something, I feel like it's something very special. I feel very proud of her. Yeah. Jacqueline, she was born like perfect. And then she started having a seizure when she was 18 months. She was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Because of the seizures, she stopped walking and talking. They removed 90% of the tumor.
Bye. Thank you.
Because we spent so many years in the hospital. Jackie used to be very shy, and now that she's going to school, she's more social. Look who's that.
Miss Bates.
Yes, that's your teacher, Miss Bates.
Jackie is a freshman here at George Washington High School, and her teacher from last year said that she didn't really know a lot about Jackie and what she could and could not do. She kind of slept a lot. She was kind of unengaged at times. Fast forward to this year, where Jackie is, I think, a completely different girl. Oh, you got it! Nice. She is awake. She is engaged. She is communicating with meaning.
All right, it's your turn, Jackie.
I think part of that has to do with the mentors that we have in our classroom on a daily basis.
Hey, Jackie. How are you? My favorite part about working with Jackie is her smile. I think that it really lets you know that she's comfortable around you and she is happy. Want a high five?
Her being able to feel included has really made all the difference for her.
You ready to go to gym?
Philip is a student who's normally not really a leader. However, through this partnership, he has become a strong leader.
1, 2, 3, go!
The respect that Philip shows Jackie is huge.
Yeah, Jackie. Yeah, that's cool.
I think Jackie's life has changed because she has this person that is really rooting for her and that is in her corner and believes in her, but also at the same time just treats her like she's a normal teenager.
All right, good job.
The MATP program makes all the difference in that individual's world. Whether it's through just that one interaction or maybe through that one event, but it also continues to include throughout the school day. This program has changed me as a teacher because I see the possibilities that can happen. Got my eyes on you. That there are good people out there that actually just don't look at what a person looks like on the outside, but really takes the time to look at people on the inside. And I think that that's what's really about, is it's humanity.
So my hands are pretty sore from the high fives. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you recovered?
I gotta shake it out a little bit. Gotta shake it out.
Okay.
So, like I said, we have some special stuff cooking for you today.
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah. Mhm.
Literally. We'll get to that. But before we get to the special stuff we're cooking, I'm gonna remind you once again.
Or for the first time, if you're just tuning
Or
in
if you're
to
just
join
joining us for
yeah.
the first time, we are here to take a pledge of inclusion.
Mhm.
because what that does is it sends to the world, to our friends, to our community, to our neighbors, to our schoolmates, to our fellow employees, wherever you are right now watching this, that what we care most about is including others, that everyone has something to offer, and that this is about togetherness. So please, either click the link somewhere on your screen or go to specialolympics.org/live. Take the pledge. Johnson & Johnson are very generous donors. They are not only matching, they are doubling, tripling, I don't know how to say fiving, quintupling, I'm not sure.
They're high-fiving.
They're being so generous right now. And every time you take the pledge, they are taking the pledge with you and making very generous donations to this organization.
Yeah, so signing a pledge, it's free for you, but it's raising funds for this really important cause for the Special Olympics. We really hope you'll do it. You'll share it. You'll get the word out. I'm just curious for all of you, though. Diego, let's start with you. What does inclusion mean to you?
Inclusion. That is a good question. Inclusion, as itself, has many different meanings. But in the case of the Special Olympics, the term inclusion usually refers to that people from different backgrounds, either be it race, religion, physical or mental disabilities, or whatever, is treated equally with the exact same amount of love, care, and respect to each other, and everyone partakes in the activity without even being excluded.
Yes, definitely. And Iantha, what about you?
To me, inclusion is basically like accepting the fact that we're all different and like celebrating those differences. I know like you might be ashamed of like, oh, like I'm not like other people, but like you shouldn't be ashamed of yourself for who you are. It's accepting who you are as a person and celebrating that.
Absolutely. That was beautiful. Yes, definitely. I just got to say that we at Pop Sugar were so proud and excited and flattered and honored to be a part of this day, because the Special Olympics are really something that we get excited about every year. We watch them, we want to be part of them. And so, you know, inclusion is something that we try to live every day when we go to work. We try to include each other at work.
Yeah.
We try to put content out in the world that's inclusive. And so this is a really great opportunity for us. If you want to find out even more about this campaign and our partnership, you can visit popsugar.com. But don't do that before you take the pledge. Click that link, take the pledge.
Well done.
All right, now you said we had something cooking.
Well, that might have been a little too literal. Right now, we have some special guests with us. In fact, I'm going to bring them in. We have Massimo and Mara.
Yes.
Who are going to teach us some traditional, bellissima Italian cuisine.
Yeah, should we head over?
Is it bellissimo?
Bellissimo, buonissimo.
Oh.
Yes,
Buonissimo.
bravo.
There you go. Thank you. All right, let's head over.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yes, sai.
Thank you both.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Grazie.
so your restaurant is called Sfixio, is that right?
Sfixio, yes.
And what does that mean in Italian?
In Italian means on a whim.
Oh.
I want for you to know we are here on a whim.
And is that kind of your cooking style? would you
Yes,
say?
exactly.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. We Sfixio with the X. It's because our restaurant is contemporary, but with a very ancient touch. Because speaking about inclusion, my husband and I, we cook. We go to the farmers market together.
Wow.
And inclusion, it means to be together. So we cook, we eat, we buy fresh ingredients, and we're gonna actually show it to you what we do, and we stay together.
This is beautiful. There's some beautiful food on this table. If you're watching at home, we've got berries, and is that some burrata?
Yes, fresh burrata.
Ricotta.
Fresh ricotta cheese, mixed green salad that we actually had from the farmer's market. And that's what we pretty much use, everything organic, because we wanted to teach you guys how to be healthy.
Well, I mean, thank you for including us.
Yes.
Culinary experiment. I mean, this looks
really beautiful.
Really big, really kind of simple.
Yes.
But healthy ingredients. Especially,
Great
Diego, you
summery
want to check
berries.
this out?
Yeah, Diego, you should come over here.
We're going to check out how to cook.
Yeah.
That's right.
So what recipe are we going to make today? with
Okay,
all these beautiful
yeah, so we're gonna make actually one salad that is on our menu, right, Massimo?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
actually a Sicilian salad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be, Massimo is gonna show you how to make it.
With the black pepper.
Okay.
and salt.
Okay. Diego, come stand next to me.
Okay.
I need to learn this.
Ok, togliamo questo. Un pochino.
And where is your restaurant?
It's in Beverly Hills on a Little Santa Monica.
This is
9737.
Sicilian olive oil.
Sicilian. So what's special
Sicilian.
about Sicilian olive?
It's very intense.
It's intense.
Very intense.
A lot of
Fruity, yes.
It's the weather in Sicily is very similar to California, but the smell and the taste is so strong. Yes,
you
it's
have
good.
to.
Okay.
So, have you been cooking all of your lives?
Whoa.
Yes, for a long time, starting in 1990
Oh,
in
wow,
Florence.
Okay.
So for a long time, I work in different restaurants in Florence, around to Italy, and the world also.
Okay. Those blackberries look so good. I gotta say, like all the berries at the farmers markets lately are so good.
Because
Yeah.
everything is in
good.
season. It's super refreshing.
Yes. So
Yes.
yeah, the different from
you
farmers
want one?
market.
Yeah, Diego needs to.
very, it's different. It's very unique tasting in the farm.
I've never had. Wow.
Okay.
Have you put berries in a salad before at home?
I never made salad.
Okay.
Well, today's the day, man.
You're learning today.
This is almond.
We put some almonds.
almonds?
Yes.
Okay.
In
So this
Sicily,
is-
I have a lot of almonds.
It's fairly simple food.
It's very simple
Yeah.
food and also very healthy. And we call it Sicilian because we combine the almond with a last ingredient that is going to make a huge difference. And fresh ricotta that actually we can homemade.
You made that
Yes,
at home?
we homemade. It's very easy. It's made.
The restaurant.
Yeah, and it's very easy to make fresh ricotta.
How do you make fresh ricotta?
You have a beautiful
Well,
milk,
it's a
like a,
combination, I think
yeah.
after the first time is good, and the client is very happy. So
Yes,
after
so-
that, I'm introducing the menu ready.
So pretty much when you take like whole milk and you put it to a boil,
Okay.
and you can spray some lemon, and the milk is gonna start to curd, and you separate the serum that became like milk, and it become fresh ricotta. It's amazingly fresh and delicious.
Yeah, especially in Los Angeles. It's
Yes,
For the weather,
with the
it's
weather.
very fresh, and so you eat this every day.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So
That
can we try it?
Yeah, well, the last ingredient that it makes it very Sicilian is a touch of orange.
Okay.
And how do you say that
Yes.
in Italian?
È un tocco d'arancia. Ci mettiamo un po' di orange juice, succo d'arancia, and a little slice. Massimo is preparing.
Okay.
See?
Ah.
Wow.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
And this.
Diego, you want to go first?
Diego is gonna
For
tasting.
what? Oh,
the
a taste
salad.
test?
You're gonna be tasting.
That
So
is
you tell if
beautiful.
my husband is a keeper or we have to look for another chef.
Well,
There's something I have to
Yes.
confess.
This is the
Uh-oh.
Sicilian.
I have a very sensitive palate.
Oh,
you're not a
very
salad
good.
fan.
So you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Perfect.
But I'll try it regardless.
Oh,
Yes.
sì, thank you.
It's a very
So,
delicate
devi
salad.
mischiarla, ma sì.
Ma anche no.
Piattino.
This
La
looks
filo
great.
pollino.
Should we serve it up?
Yes.
Here we go.
Questa è cascata.
All right.
Is only Diego tasting
Yes.
it? What do you
Yeah,
think?
Diego, you don't have to, but
Did
if
you
you'd
take
like to, let
notes?
us know.
Yeah.
You don't want to taste a little bit of this cheese?
Allora, me li metti anche un po' di
Sure.
olio.
That looks
orange
good.
is
Here, why don't I give you? I can
I
give
like
you some of the
cheese.
cheese. Yeah.
See?
Why don't we try some of the ricotta for Diego over here? Oops.
And by the way, you didn't smell this wonderful olive oil. See?
That smells really
Smells
good.
delicious.
Smell like
Yeah.
the island.
I could
from Sicily.
dunk a big piece of bread in that and be happy.
Yes.
All right. Give us your verdict on the homemade cheese because that looks incredible.
And I wanted to finish with a touch of oil, if you allow me
Lovely.
to.
Really good.
Yes.
Oh, that's the most delicious Italian cheese I've ever tasted.
Yes.
There you go, guys. This is beautiful, and this is such a great recipe to make in the summer when it's
Very
hot. you don't wanna
easy.
cook.
Yes, it's
Yes.
colorful,
Yeah.
but very healthy. Yes.
Okay, are you gonna try to make ricotta at home now?
So good. That's really good.
I'm so glad.
Salad.
Oh yeah, you
What
want to try
about
it?
you, Max? You want to
And the
taste some
colors is very
salad?
artistic.
Yeah. I'm not serving fast enough for everyone.
Should I try this?
All right, there we go.
Are those blueberries?
Yes, and blueberries.
Those are blackberries, but those are blueberries.
Blueberries.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's
Never
both in the
bad.
salad, right?
Don't you think the orange gives a little touch with the almond to give like the
Wow.
crunchiness of
I'm
the
about
salad?
to find out, and I'm very
Honestly,
excited.
I was a little
Oh, I got confused.
Skeptical about the berries in there.
Yeah,
That is so good.
I'm glad that you like it.
And this
it's
olive
very
oil.
di- yeah,
That is
different.
excellent.
I want to.
Really good.
I'm
I
so
would
glad.
love to take some notes.
And look at the beautiful
Yes.
olive oil colors. Yeah.
The olive oil is
Yeah,
incredible.
that's right.
I have a feeling you're making the homemade ricotta sound easier than it actually is
No, it's
because
very
this is so good.
It is so good. But
So
it's very
good.
easy to make fresh ricotta.
Oh my
And
This
Yeah.
is incredible.
Massimo
very
also
good.
wanted to show you how to make a very traditional Toscan, vero Massimo?
Yes, this is
From,
from
uh,
Tuscany,
Massimo
Florence,
is from Florence.
proprio original.
It's a middle-aged dish, actually, very ancient, very fresh. We'll talk about like a poor cuisine many years ago with what you find in the kitchen.
Okay, so we've got a cucumber, we've got
Yeah,
some
we have
heirloom tomatoes.
Heirloom
here.
tomatoes,
Okay.
yes. You
Okay.
chop it easy,
This first.
So cucumber, tomato.
yes. We previously toast or you can grill 2 slices of bread.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfetto.
2.
Now, how did you two meet?
That's an interesting question. So I moved from Milano, that's where I'm from, many years ago, to California. And Massimo was just visiting a common friend that we had from Tuscany. And so we met, and it was like fire as soon as we saw each other. So, in other words, we have to go on the other side of the ocean, the world, and meet an Italian.
You came all the way to
That's
California.
right. Yes,
No
to be
circle boy
blessed.
for you.
No. And since then, because of the restaurant, speaking about inclusion, we are together pretty much 24 hours a day.
Wow.
We share a passion for food. We cook. We have 3 beautiful dogs when it's our hobby.
I love that.
Yes.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Yes, it was meant to be. It's a lot of work. And also, I wanted to let you know, in our restaurant, we don't have a freezer. So
Really?
we don't freeze anything. We have everything super fresh. We pick up the best ingredients, and we say that we believe in organic, sustainable,
Wow.
because it's really good for you. And we have only wild-caught fish, grass-fed meat, so pretty much the best ingredient freshly every day,
Wow.
which is a lot of work, yes.
So for this salad, you just cubed all of the different ingredients, including the bread, right?
Yes, correct.
So it was
Inclu-
cucumber, 2 tomatoes.
2 tomatoes.
Yellow and red.
Yellow, yeah,
red
for the
onion,
colors.
and some bread.
Toasted bread.
Oh my
Okay.
God, that looks so good.
Perfetto.
Okay.
And is
Then
this
I'm-
something you have on the
Okay.
menu at the restaurant?
Yes, it's we serve it actually with burrata to give a different touch. We're gonna show you too. So
Okay.
Some salt.
Sale,
salt, sale,
pepe, oregano,
Okay.
and
la cipollina l'hai messa.
sì,
So
olio.
we put a touch of, yes, the incredible. It's we put a little touch of red onion. It's up to taste if you like it, and we finish with some fresh basil.
I love
We
it.
wanted to make sure you saw it's fresh. We
Right
brought
off
even
the
the plate. That's how Italians roll.
Incredible.
Yes, if you had eggs, we have the chicken with the fresh eggs.
Yes.
Basta.
Okay.
Posso
And now
usare-
we've got like the
posso usare
most
questo?
important,
No, okay.
exciting ingredient, which is
Yes.
the burrata.
Yes,
Personal favorite.
pretty much. Also, we drop also some drops of balsamic reduction.
Beautiful. Okay, so burrata is an incredible cheese. Can you tell us what makes it so special?
Massimo, what is so special the burrata? It's like a super creamy mozzarella.
Exactly.
It has a little bit of cream, so it gives that
The
super
origin
fresh.
is
So
from
beautiful. I don't know if
Puglia.
the camera can see it. If you could hold
Yeah,
it up a
so
little bit.
this-
No. It's got that
yes.
creamy center that is
Creamy.
so,
It
so
is
good.
really good, honestly. The quality
It's fantastic.
is made in America, so
Yep.
Can we all?
it's good.
Do you think we could all maybe try that?
Well,
Of course.
yeah, going on the
Of
salad,
course,
right?
it's going
Goes
on
right
the
there.
salad.
Basta.
Yes.
I love it.
You know,
Diego, you
fare
want to
di
try this
questo.
Fai
cheese?
una-
Sì.
Have you had burrata
touch.
before?
I don't think
Pochino
I
di olio
have.
ancora.
You're going to like this
Questo.
quite a
1,
bit.
2, 3, giusto?
Thank you.
Okay,
for
so the
showing us it.
balsamic reduction on the top.
On the side. We don't want to put it on the mozzarella because you wanted to taste the freshness of the taste of the milk.
Basta.
Yes. There you go. I love Massi.
Slight disagreement
Speaking
there,
about
but-
inclusion, it fell on the
You can get
burrata.
whatever you want, yeah.
Should I take a bite?
Okay.
Yes,
Go. Yeah.
please.
Should we start down here? And
ready?
Diego, I'll give you a little bit. This was the clean fork, so don't worry.
Yes.
Okay.
Guarda che brava. I can help you if you like.
Here we go. This is your
Thank
plate,
you
right,
so
Diego?
much.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
was tracking
There
this.
you go. See how you
It's
like
gonna
that?
be essential for
Beautiful
gotta get
light,
some
you
of
know?
these.
Yes,
The world's
indeed.
biggest
First time
burrata
seeing
fan.
it
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
A plus.
A triple plus plus.
Oh
A
wow.
triple plus
Grazie.
plus.
If
Pretty
you
good
allow me, I
Grazie
will say,
mille.
prego, caro.
Prego, davvero.
I'm so used to the restaurant, so I really don't mind. I love it.
Oh
Yes.
my! I feel like I'm in an Italian home right now.
Yes.
Just getting spoiled rotten.
Okay, this is incredible. And this is not that intimidating. I feel like you could try to whip
It's
this
so
up at
easy.
home. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
wow.
very healthy.
Ingredients.
Good ingredients
So
because
good.
because the bread is takes all the flavors of the fresh tomatoes. They're
Very
really
easy, healthy, fresh,
And who taught you how to cook?
good
Massimo,
presentation
dove hai imparato a cucinare?
in Florence.
Oh.
You learned in
So
Florence?
starting my school in 1988
Wow.
in Florence.
So you've been cooking as long as I've been alive.
Yes.
Yeah, but the important, I think, my trip and my travel in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, the school is important for the basic.
Absolutely.
But when you're traveling a lot, you testing every food.
A mouse.
This is the moment, the good moment for your way
Yeah.
for
100%.
understand. Yeah.
Wow. Well, this was incredible. Thank you
so
both
much.
so much
Thank
for
you.
Oh,
being
thank
here and
you.
making this food. I'm like, I'm gonna take this one last bite.
Actually, usually the people come at the restaurant on a whim, but we were here on a whim. It was.
Grazie.
Grazie
So,
mille.
we were so blessed to be part of your event, and we really
Absolutely.
thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
for-
And you know, part of the reason we really wanted to have you here today is because the Special Olympics is all about health and exercise and education and nutrition, all those things together. Obviously, inclusion as well, which you mentioned is so central to
yes,
what you two do
that's
every
right.
day. So make sure that you sign the pledge. And we also want to thank one of our partners today, also Aerie. And we have a little clip to show you before we have a special guest joining us. Let's take a look.
I'm coming to your restaurant.
So everyone, how do we feel about the Aerie shoot? Woo!
How did it feel being on set and doing the photo shoot?
Awesome. Like, I like to meet new friends. I think everywhere I go, I make friends.
And you were dancing a lot. Can you show us one of your favorite moves?
Yes.
Woo! You want to show us any of your favorite dance moves?
Oh, yes.
Yeah? Because I know you like to dance. Which one is it? Which one's your favorite?
This.
Whoa! Do a little dance. Is there something you do to make yourself feel more happy and positive?
Push-ups.
You do push-ups? I heard that Dee has a special quote.
The only disability in life is a bad attitude.
Go for it. Life is short and you should enjoy every moment of it.
Just gotta treat others the way you want to be treated, and if you don't have any nice to say, don't say it there, though.
Any advice you'd give to anyone watching this?
Fun.
So have fun. Okay, give me a high five. Woo! Okay. Is there anything for all the people watching this video at home that you would like them to know? Maybe something that might make them feel good.
That, you can do anything and be powerful.
We are
Max, we're back, you know.
I don't care.
Bon appetit.
Bon
That
appetit.
sounds really, really good.
I'm going to
Really good.
Sufixio as soon as this is over.
I'm a little jealous right now. I
Ah,
guess.
well, that's too bad. This is amazing.
Well, thank you for joining us. If you're just tuning
Oh.
in, today is all about inclusion, and we really want everybody who is watching to sign the pledge. So wherever you're looking on your screen, there should be a link. Click it, join us. Johnson & Johnson is donating money for every pledge made, which is awesome. And at this time, I'd like to say, Max and Diego, this is the girls' thing. Come on, you gotta let us go.
Well, I'm not done yet.
Okay,
And
we'll
this
let you
is
hang
so
on
good.
for just
Guys,
a second.
Inclusion is pretty tasty.
It
Wow.
really is. It really is. So if you haven't signed the pledge yet, like we said, be sure to do that and then share it widely because this is something you can do for free in just a few seconds. And it's really simple. You can share it. The more people that take this pledge, the more we can work toward this goal and the more money we can raise. And it doesn't cost you anything, which is the really cool part.
No, just your heart.
Just put your heart
I
in
mean,
it.
I guess it
Yeah.
doesn't cost you your heart, does it?
No, it doesn't.
It
You
just-
get to keep it.
Yeah.
You have to keep the heart.
It adds to your heart.
So I
Adds
would
to
love
my
to.
heart.
It does. So obviously, Max, you got to go check out the halls of their high school.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I missed, which I was very sad
did.
about.
You did.
Tell me a little bit about your school and what you guys love about it so much, because it won this really great honor as being one of the most inclusive schools in the country, which is a big deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like Teen Connection is such a revolutionizing organization that we have on our campus, and I'm just so happy that we're part of that, and it makes me even more prouder to be a high school student. I'm
Yeah.
able to meet wonderful kids like Diego. I'm so happy that I met him.
Aw, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm just really happy that we're part of such an inclusive environment, and just celebrating that, and it's just a lot of fun. Like, I'm just really excited that I get to be a part of that, and
Yeah.
Diego is too.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm taking you to this restaurant.
Are you still working on that?
I'm not even working on it.
It was really good.
I'm in heaven right now.
It was
Yes.
really good.
You want some more?
No, thank you.
I think
I'm
we
good.
did. I do think we converted Diego to salads, though, as long as you put cheese all over them, right?
In fact, I actually eat salads.
Okay. All right. What's your favorite one?
Cobb salads.
Okay.
Oh,
that has cheese all
that
over
has a
it.
lot of cheese in it.
Mhm.
Yes.
Blue cheese,
You
cheddar
cook, Diego?
cheese.
Yeah, I actually do because I actually taken a culinary arts class myself.
What? Is this at Warren High School?
Yep.
What?
Okay.
You guys have cooking classes
we
at Warren?
do.
Is
Yeah.
it inclusive cooking class? What'd you cook?
It's culinary arts.
What did you cook?
Well, we cooked a wide variety of stuff.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
The favorite thing to cook was the pizza. It was delicious.
That sounds really good.
Oh,
Again,
Oh, and there, I had the best piece of fried chicken in my life.
That you made?
Well, Mrs. Agara made, my culinary teacher.
okay, you guys are making me hungry, but I know you two haven't gotten a lunch break
When I
yet.
first-
A real
when I
one,
first
right?
A bite out of that piece of fried chicken, I was like, oh my God. This is literally the absolute best piece of fried chicken I have ever had in my life. It is
That's
better
incredible.
than KFC, better than any other fried chicken place ever.
Wow. Well, have you
Diego?
seen the
That's
food
how I'm-
table out there for
That's how I'm
lunch?
feeling right now.
And I wanted,
Seriously.
and I wanted more and more.
That's how I feel right now.
Yeah.
Should we
Well,
go
I know
get-
where you
should we
can
go get
find
some
more
food?
and more.
We're gonna go get some food.
You guys are gonna go
some
get
food.
some lunch.
I'll get you
Bianca and I
fried
are gonna
chicken. Come on.
hang here. I don't think we have fried chicken, but there's got to be something you'll love, Diego.
We'll find some.
And we're going to introduce another guest we are very excited to have because Special Olympics' new partnership with Erie builds on the Erie Real campaign. And we are so excited to welcome Iskra Lawrence to the set. Please join us. Thank you so much, Iskra. Thank you for being here today. So nice to see you. So Erie is obviously a brand that's all about inclusion and empowerment. Tell me how you got involved with them and kind of why their mission speaks to you.
Well, I myself struggled with an eating disorder growing up, and I had body dysmorphia. So I had a negative relationship with the way I viewed myself. And Aerie came out with a campaign called Aerie Real, and they didn't retouch their models. This was huge, and it was
a big
totally game-changing. I mean, as a model, I've been in the industry 16 years, and it's just the norm to be retouched, which is pretty scary when you think about it. Why is it normal and just okay to change people's appearance, smooth out their skin, or make their thighs slimmer, all of these things? So when I saw Aerie really embracing real, I knew I had to be part of it.
Yeah. And tell me a little bit about how just being part of this campaign maybe changed your own perceptions of yourself. Because I know like everybody kind of struggles with insecurity at times. Tell me how it was transformational for you.
It was definitely transformational. I myself have a goddaughter who has Down syndrome. Her name's Amelia. Hope you're watching this. And so for me to finally see brands really representing the diversity of the world and showing that beauty is not one set ideal. Beauty is our differences. Beauty is who we are and what we bring to the table. And the athletes at the Special Olympics show that in the best possible way.
Yes.
Because they let their personalities, their talents, all the things about them shine. And they have more confidence than some people I've ever met before.
Yeah.
Which was so fun on set. I mean, we were dancing, throwing some shapes. It was so good.
And Iantha, I loved what you said too about, really inclusion is also not just about including other people, but really kind of like honoring what makes you you, which I think, look, can be tough for all of us, but I think it's really tough in high school too. So can you tell me like kind of how you found that sort of confidence in yourself?
Yeah, like throughout, I guess as I was growing up, like as you see different people, like you would want to be like, oh, like why am I not like that person? Why am I not like this person? And then like I struggled with insecurity a lot. I brought myself down a lot, thinking that, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. If someone's getting like really good grades or someone like looks really good, I'm like, oh, why can't that be me? And I struggled with that for a long time. And just recently also in high school, once I joined Teen Connection too, like that's also what helped open my eyes that I should accept myself for who I am. Like what's wrong with me, like this is who I am, like, and I should be proud of that. I should embrace myself like for who I am.
Yeah. Well, do you have any like questions for Iskra on advice on how to do that better? Because I feel like you're like a master at this. Like you give such empowering speeches and help other women feel the same way.
Is there anything that you would like to say to me and like other high schoolers around the nation?
No, I definitely, if I could speak to you all right now, and I'm thinking about my 15-year-old self or 16-year-old self at high school, it's going to be okay. The fact that you are different, if you, like you said, it could be academics, it could be your physical ability, it could be just the way you think, the way you look, your size, your shape, your color, it could be absolutely anything. That's what makes you you. No one else can be you. So embracing that and being as unique as possible is why you will succeed in life. And the people around you, your family and friends, love you for who you are. They don't want you to change. They don't want you to fit into the norm.
Yeah.
Don't be normal, be weird, be you.
It's boring, right?
Life is boring. Like when you get to be yourself, life becomes so much more fulfilling and satisfying and purposeful.
Yeah. Now, Iskra, you have so many fans out there. Can you tell me about someone you met? Yes, like us included. Can you tell me about someone who you met who really like touched you by telling you a story about maybe how you impacted their life?
Yeah. Oh, I've been very, very blessed to meet a lot of people who have either said that my work or Aries' work has inspired them. But there was a ballerina who I met, and ballet is one of the really tough industries where you're very much told it has to be a strict regimen, strict diet, and even they get weighed very regularly. So this young girl, she was 16 and she had an eating disorder. And she said when she saw me openly talk about what I'd went through, she realized that there was a way out.
Wow.
So she took a stand and she stood up to her dance teacher and said, I believe that I can dance at my size. I don't want to have to diet anymore. I don't feel healthy. I don't think this is good for me. So she took a stand and then she embraced her body and was able to dance at her size. And so just seeing that was really, really wonderful. And it meant that she kind of like opened the door for other dancers and other people in her class to also embrace themselves.
That's so impressive as a teenager to have that sort of confidence. And
I
ability
wasn't
to
there
speak up
then.
for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so refreshing, like when you feel that confidence inside of you, you just got to bring it out. Like everyone has it in them, you just have to bring it out.
100%.
Well, there's one thing I think we're often told: if you cannot see, you cannot be. And I just wanted like literally rip that apart, because it's not true. And actually, when you can't see yourself represented or see someone doing what you think needs to be done, that means that maybe you are the one who has to stand up and be that representation or do that. And that's what the Special Olympics is doing. It's really showing people that you can achieve anything and do anything and just go up and do it.
Yeah. Now, you've accomplished so much at such a young age. You've gotten to travel the world, do all these cool things. What is next? Do you have like a goal in mind that you haven't quite reached yet?
Definitely. I have a lot of goals. There's still a lot of things that I wish that was incorporated into mass media. I still think that it's crazy that being inclusive is a revolution. I mean, I love that saying, but it should be the norm.
Right.
You know, I want it to be the day when we flick through a magazine, it's not like, oh my goodness, look, there's someone who has a different ability or looks different or is plus size or whatever it might be. That should just be normal. So I think there's a lot of work to be done. I also think in education systems, there is a lot more inclusion to happen. And also with the rise of social media, we need education around that. because
Yeah.
unfortunately there's a lot of bullying online,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of set ideals and standards and perfected lifestyles that need to be broken down so that people can realize that they're good enough just the way they are.
Yeah, but I think there's so much great power in social media too, because
There
like
is.
for you use it for good. We're able to do this pledge today via
Right.
social media, which is awesome.
Spread the word.
Yeah, so if you haven't yet, please take the pledge. Iskra wants you to. She told me. Oh, and Diego
This is
Yeah.
Remind everyone to take the pledge.
Yeah, yes, definitely. Oh, and Max is back too. Did you guys get a snack?
No.
Oh man. Oh well, there's
I
time
was
later.
distracted by Paige. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being
Yes,
here
thank
today, Iskra. We're
you.
so glad to partner with you and with Ari. And I loved your message for high school girls.
Appreciate
I think
that.
adult women and adult people and
It's
things
for
like
everyone.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely. Yeah. Thank
All right,
you.
so happy to have you here.
We missed out on that?
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you want, we can teach you some quick model poses.
Ooh,
You
yes.
stand up with me?
Okay, Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So the most important thing when you're thinking about posing and modeling is, imagine if someone came and just could push you over.
Okay.
That means that you're not being powerful, you're not being strong, you're not being confident. So it's all about really grounding yourself and throwing some confidence into whatever pose you want to do.
Okay.
So one of my favorites is the hip hop.
Ooh.
Hip hop.
The hip hop.
Oh,
Hey,
hip hop.
see, he's already doing it. So I literally put my hand on my hip and then I'm popping that hip.
Okay.
And for me, that's my power stance.
You make a
And
sound?
I mean, no, we can, I
Like
don't
actual
usually, but we can
popping.
invent that. What sound would you do?
Wow.
damn.
Okay.
I like it.
I love
There we
it.
go.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. Now I'm going to use that every single time. Thank you.
Don't you feel more confident already?
Yes.
Everybody?
Yeah.
I don't know. Me personally, I don't know about that. I'll try
You
it on
got
the
some
camera.
work to do.
Yeah.
You gotta practice. Iskra, thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Thank you so much.
It was so
It's
awesome
awesome
to have
meeting
you and
you.
see you, and thank you.
Hey,
All right,
I'm going to be watching.
please do.
And
Where
everyone
can I follow you?
So,
Where can I follow you?
Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
yeah.
What's your Instagram name?
Iskra. I-S-K-R-A.
ISKRA.
Yep,
Yes,
see you there.
100%. Iskra's off to take the pledge, I'm certain. So
Yeah,
what's up
definitely.
next for us?
Well, you know what?
Cheerio.
I could honestly watch this all day, but right now, we have another game changer video that's about to change the game. So please, take a look.
Football, it is an universal language. We all want to play, we want to win. It doesn't have barriers. I loved the game since from childhood, when I was back home playing tournaments around the village area. Every day that passes here, I feel at home. And I am safe today.
The Boko Haram militants leave their mark in every village they terrorize in Cameroon.
Nigeria's Boko Haram fighters have attacked villages here many times.
Cameroon's army killed at least 41 Islamist militants as it fought off a wave of attacks along its border in an escalation in the conflict.
In Cameroon, I did not have a stable life. I had to leave because it was becoming more dangerous. I left Cameroon with a set of boys. We passed into Niger. After Niger, we passed into Algeria. It was very difficult, but you cannot cry because if you have to cry, up till when will you cry? You cannot go back because you don't even know how to start. It was like this for almost a year. And in Libya, I went at the seaside. So that is how in the cold evening, I embarked. Waves will take you up in a plastic boat, moms and children crying inside the boat. After some days, then we saw rescue. And they told me that we were safe, they will take us to Italy. I remember arriving in Sicily, and later on, after 3 days there, I was transferred to like a big center where we were to be put in some structures where we had a bed, we had a shower, and everything for the first need. Then after, I think about 6 to 7 months stay in the camp, I had to be presented to an educator, which is Luigi.
La prima volta che l'ho visto, ho visto un ragazzo non spaventato, non ho visto tristezza, ho visto questo giovane ragazzo paesato, catapultato in un paese completamente diverso da dove proveniva. Allo stesso tempo è stata quella di un ragazzo con tanta voglia di affrontare una nuova vita, un nuovo percorso.
I love the Italian language, so I decided I will learn this language and I will start the procedure of asylum. And that is how I had to be registered in a local school. I also had a Luigi that was showing me how to move in the city, go to the library, meet new friends. And he introduced me to the Special Olympics guys. I was watching at these guys with intellectual disability playing, with the determination, with the force. I was like shocked. I said, in my country, people like this are hidden inside house.
Ho voluto provare a inserirlo in questo mondo di calcio unificato perché ero sicuro che lui avrebbe potuto dar tanto ai nostri atleti e i nostri atleti avrebbero potuto in cambio dare tanto a lui.
They asked me, come and play with us, while the other people, normal people, discriminating that you are a migrant, you are a refugee, you have language barrier. These disabled guys instead accepted me. Because of them, I understood that I was a good person. These guys, we have to give them a chance because I was given a chance. My difficulties as a black guy in a foreign country, my difficulties as a migrant, I saw it in them in another form. They feel their difficulties because people think that they are not productive, but it's very wrong. I hope I will be able one day to vehiculate a message in the entire world and let them know that we are all equal. All we have to do is learn to know the other one. And we are all the same.
I feel like more empowered and confident already.
I need to practice a little bit more.
You do need to practice a little bit more.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It was a good start.
Whoa,
It was
whoa.
a very good start. I'm just saying. Why don't we bring her back out? I feel like there's more we have to learn from Iskra. Come on.
Yeah! You get to do it again?
Yes. Okay.
everyone.
So what do you got for us? We're
So,
excited about this.
I'm thinking we start with one of the most important things you do every day when you walk into a room. Okay. Oh, we're already breaking stuff. Great. It's a good start.
We're on a roll.
Breaking the rules. So imagine if I'm walking into a room, I'm going to demonstrate how sometimes we can unconsciously walk into a room and not bring any confidence. So this is, okay, here we go.
So what I did earlier.
Yeah. So this is maybe also just maybe when you're not feeling, you're a bit intimidated or kind of insecure, you kind of walk into the room.
So your head's down.
So you may be kind of just trying to shrink, you know? You're trying to shrink, not stand out.
Practicing.
I want everyone to embrace the fact that you deserve to take up space in this world.
Yes.
You deserve to be seen, you deserve to be heard.
Yes.
And next time you walk into a room, we're going to do it confidently and powerfully and intentionally.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Diego's ready for this.
So now
Okay.
here's demonstration B of how you walk into a room, and I'm using my model-esque experience, but here we go. So now I'm walking into the room. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I'm here. Okay, everyone?
Okay, yes.
I'm here.
That's how I want to look when I walk into
Yeah,
a room.
me too.
Should I
think
try?
that- Come on, everyone, let's do it.
Criticize
And everyone
my
at home,
pose.
you
I
can
just
do this
said
too.
Please work. It's different. Okay, so shoulders back. You want to have your
Shoulders
head
back.
up, shoulders back.
And I'm here.
Powerful, strong,
Yes.
Nailed
confident.
it.
I have
walk.
arrived.
There we go. And now I'm
Mine
here.
next?
You're up
All right.
next.
You got this.
You're
Izzy.
after me.
Got
though.
this.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, ready?
this is what I was doing.
Yep,
Yeah.
this is what you're doing.
Okay.
As
This is
demonstration
what I'm
A.
going to do.
B.
Shoulders back.
Yep. Nice breath
Shoulders
in.
back. I'm here.
Yep.
I'm walking into the room.
Hey!
That was great. You
Has
don't even have to
arrived.
practice that. You nailed it.
There you
It
go.
was excellent.
So I used to, when I'm in school, I'm always like walking like this. I'm
No,
like,
we can't do that.
we're not doing that
taking
anymore.
space.
Doing it.
Yep.
Inclusion is the revolution.
There you go.
Maybe
Okay.
say the pledge out loud while you walk.
Whoa.
Just kidding. That's impossible.
Woo!
Oh, damn!
Yay!
That's what
Power
I'm talking
strut.
about.
I love it.
I felt that.
Diego?
Okay, come on, Diego. Deep breath, shoulders back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Here. Oh.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. That's it.
Yes.
All right. Looking
Ready?
bold. Ready?
You're here.
Go for
Confident, relaxed. We got this.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Can I go now?
it. Yeah. Go for it. Yeah.
Oh!
Nice.
Here, what is the order, sir?
Yes.
Powerful.
There you go.
Very powerful.
Or madam?
Or madam.
Or madam.
Exactly.
Inclusive
Yes.
language. I love that. Iskra, you're one of our favorites at Pop Sugar too, because I feel like we were talking about social media and how sometimes it can make us feel bad, but other times it can make us feel awesome. And you share so many great messages there.
Thank you.
I know you're all about affirmations.
I am.
So can you tell us a little bit about what those mean to you and maybe give us a little lesson?
Yeah, so affirmations are a really unintimidating, easy way to help build your confidence. So all you need is a mirror. And I call it my mirror challenge. As someone who struggled with eating disorder and body dysmorphia, I used to say mean things to myself, which is not okay. You deserve to say loving, positive, nice things to yourself every single day. And when you do that, it will change your whole mindset. So when I get up in front of the mirror in the morning, I tell myself, I am loved, I am whole, and I am enough. And that is really empowering to me, but you might have different phrases or different words that you like to use. If you've got any ideas, help throw them out there. But I want everyone at home to feel like they can get in the mirror in the morning and find some really powerful words that are going to make you feel positive and ready to tackle the day.
I love that.
You got some, Diego?
Yes.
Okay.
This is what I would say if I am standing in a mirror.
Yeah.
Yet even though my presence is mortal, but my spirit is immortal.
There you go.
That is
And you feel more
powerful.
powerful from doing that, right?
Yes.
There you go. So
It's all
anyone
about amping yourself up.
100%.
Yes.
And not saying mean things to yourself. And even if you're being bullied or going through something, if maybe even it's through friends or family, you have then the chance to give yourself some positive, uplifting words for yourself. So
Yes.
definitely try it at home.
We all need more of that in our life,
It
right?
starts here.
It
Yeah.
does, yeah, with all of us. Well, thank you, Iskra. So the girls, we're gonna actually go take a break and hang out for a while.
Okay, let's
That's
do
all
that.
right.
Leave you guys to it.
That's
So,
all right.
See you later.
Bye.
That's all right.
Bye.
You're included.
Farewell, Iskra.
Diego, come get over here.
Mm.
So, now that we've been excluded from girl time, I think we're gonna talk about some games.
Some games, you say?
Some game. What do you play video games?
You know I do.
What do you play, bro?
I play a wide variety of video games. I play virtual pet games, 2D side-scrolling adventures, shooters, old arcade games like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Xevious, Galaga, Dig Dug, those games. Even Tempest.
Oh, I played Tempest.
Awesome!
Yeah. Do you LOL, bro?
What?
Didn't you call it LOL?
LOL.
LOL?
League of Legends.
League of Legends?
I don't play League of Legends. Instead, have you heard of Earthbound?
No.
You've never heard of Earthbound?
No.
Well, Earthbound is this live?
Yo, yeah,
Cool.
we're live.
Earthbound is one of Nintendo's most rare and most legendary games. It is about a young boy named Ness who, actually, it is about four kids. Three boys named Ness, Jeff, and you're not gonna believe this, Pooh, or you can name him Omar. I'd rather say Omar. And a girl named Paula. They go on a soul-bending quest to basically save the universe from the evil forces of an alien named Gygus. How do they do that? By going to sanctuary locations by collecting 8 melodies. And here are the 8 melodies.
Thank you. That was amazing.
Yep.
So we are going to launch into some real gaming universe as well on an epic quest I got to go on.
What?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a little lol, bro. Lol. But before we go do that, again, we want to thank our partners, Johnson & Johnson, for being so generous today. Every time you take the pledge, Johnson & Johnson is going to match your pledge with an additional donation. And they're rolling in right now, but we need more. So please, if you're watching, click the link or go to specialolympics.org/live. Take the pledge, share it with your friends, share it online. This is about inclusion. This is about togetherness. This is about making a difference in our world today. And again, our generous sponsors, Johnson & Johnson, are backing your pledge. They are with you, together with us, together with you, making sure that they can raise funds to help this incredible organization. Again, take the pledge, specialolympics.org/live. And now, I'm going to take you to LOL Land. LOL! I got to drive down to Riot Games, the creators of LOL,
yes,
League of Legends, in my little Toyota RAV4, dare I say, and we got to meet some of the creators of Kiana.
Kiana?
Yeah, so I didn't know this, but what really separates League of Legends from other games is they really put so much effort and thought into creating an inclusive universe where every player can find a character or a story that they relate to and play that out. They have over 140 different characters. I got to sit down with one of the lead game designers, and we got to discuss like what goes into making a character and why that's so important to him in terms of inclusiveness and togetherness. So please, take a look. This is the making of Kiana. Hey, I'm Max Carver. I'm here with Stosh Chelik. Where are we right now?
We're at the secret library at Riot Games.
This is crazy. So, what do you do?
So I'm a game designer. So I work on the Champions team where we make new characters, and so I decide what they do, how they interact with all the other characters in the game.
It seems like there's this world here, this huge world of League of Legends. Like, what does it take to bring something new into the game?
Yeah, so there's a lot of characters. We're at something like 140 now. So a big part of it is trying to figure out where to find the new ground, where to find something that hasn't been done before. And that could be narrative, that could be gameplay, whatever hook we find first. We take that, we run with it if it's unique and new. And we find other ways to layer new stuff on top of that, and we play off each other's work. So some art might inform some mechanic that I want to put in game, and some mechanic might inform how that character looks, and it just kind of evolves like that.
So this really is about working together as a team. How many people are involved in the design process?
So on a given champion, so Kiana, which is the champion I just released, I was the only designer directly on the project, but I work on a team of about 8 or so other designers. And the lead designer is also very involved. But yeah, it's mostly me, and then I get feedback from everyone else as well. So Kiana is the new Empress of the Elements, a new aggressive, fast-paced assassin playstyle champion who uses the very environment around her to overcome her foes and take them down. She's from a new region called Ishtal, which is a forest region full of people who use natural magics to make life better and easier and have secluded themselves from the rest of the world, but are now, for the first time, coming out fighting.
So she has different abilities based on different terrains.
That's right, yeah. So she uses her environment around her. She channels the power of the elements, so she could control rock, water, and specifically in League of Legends, grass, because that's what's on the map. But you can imagine in a real world, she's controlling just about everything around her, yeah.
So how did you get started as a game designer?
So I started by hard pivoting out of whatever I was doing at school at the time, which was computer science, which I just wasn't really into. But I was really into video gaming, and specifically League of Legends.
Wow.
Yeah, I started playing in high school, and that continued through college, where I used the game to stay in touch with a lot of my friends, and I got really into the competitive side of it, started a club there. And so I decided, well, what if I pursued this? What if I did this thing that I really loved instead of sort of struggling through this program that is very hard for me? So I looked for opportunities. I found an internship at Riot, applied for it. It miraculously worked out. I ended up here. And at the end of my 2-month internship, got a job offer, which was super cool. And so I just ran with that and went in that direction.
That's so cool. So Special Olympics, our hashtag or our kind of movement for the summer is togetherness. From everything I'm hearing about Riot Games, like this is very much a community of gamers who love the game working together to create something. And then you also work with your fans and the player community to come up with new ideas, or there's this constant feedback. What does togetherness mean to you in the video game world or in this space?
Oh yeah, like you just touched on so many different things it can mean, and it really does mean all of those things to me. It's a team sport. Like I'm playing in an internal competition right now where I'm playing with some of my peers against some of our other coworkers, right? And that's really like it's so collaborative and so exciting and so fun. And yeah, working with the player base is super exciting to hear all of these different perspectives. Sometimes a little harsh, but you know we develop some thick skin and we love our players, and it's great. And yeah, as you mentioned with the team, like we're working together all the time. We're not siloed. It's like a very open office. I sit right next to all my design coworkers, and I'm always interfacing with the artists and the narrative writers and everyone. So yeah, there's a lot of interplay back and forth.
And this League of Legends is all over the world, played everywhere. So I imagine just being connected online with this one thing you care about, this game and these stories. That's incredible. The other thing that Special Olympics and why I got involved is the idea of inclusion. We say the revolution is inclusion. How is League of Legends inclusive to you? I mean, you have 140 different characters. That blows my mind. But how does that speak to you about this game?
Yeah, when starting a character, we're always asking like, okay, well, how can we make this character offer something new, some new opportunity for people who don't see themselves in what's in the game right now, something for them, something that someone new might find, yeah. So that's a really exciting part, for sure.
That's way cool. So that was a lot of fun. It was super interesting to me to see all the storytelling that goes into a character. The amount of thought that goes into creating a world. But aside from games, it's funny because we're about to get into a little bit of music, so I appreciate the whistling session. Off camera, I might have learned a couple things or two from Diego here. But I'm curious to know, what kind of other activities are you interested in? I mean, this is, as you said, Special Olympics after all.
Well, other activities. You mean as an athletic activities?
Yeah, like unified sports at Warren.
Well, there is, yet even though I am not necessarily athletic, but however, I do have a favorite outdoor activity.
What's that?
Basically, during some days, during some of my PE classes, they play like this special version of land hockey of hockey on a cement that I like to call scoof.
Scoof?
Yeah, scoof.
Didn't you invent scoof?
Well, technically, I christened it spoof.
Why do you? What do you find most important to you when you play a sport like scoof or spoof?
It's scoof.
It's scoof?
Yeah, it's scoof.
What is it about scoof that you love so much?
Scoof, it's that basically, it is a game where basically, even though I said basically like twice, now it's twice. Well, scoof is actually an important sport to me because everyone can play it. It's very different from hockey, and even though I played like it was an earlier version, I actually do plan to basically like invent a game of a version of the game where basically there are different rules than hockey. However, you can still make a goal and stuff.
Can we play scoof after this?
Do you have the equipment?
We'll figure it out.
I
What?
don't think this is the perfect place to play Scoops.
Probably not. We're in a
It's
studio.
only to be played on a cement floor rather than
a TV studio.
TV studio. I mean, what if the puck breaks the camera? What if the puck breaks the teleprompter? What if they break the lights? These lights.
So, Diego, speaking of group activities, can you speak to our audience right now and tell them how important it is that they do the pledge? What it means to you?
What the pledge means to me is that you are basically telling people that anyone should be allowed to participate in sports events, whether they have disadvantages or not. So anyone can do it.
So if you heard that, please take the pledge right now at specialolympics.org/live. I can't express to you how important it is. This whole streamathon today is to really share the message of inclusiveness and togetherness.
And love.
And love and respect. And you share that message when you take the pledge and you tell your friends. If you could go online right now to specialolympics.org/live, should take you no more than 30 seconds, and you're just saying that you want to live in a world that empowers everyone to come together, to experience community and acceptance and really love, like you said.
Yes.
So please take the pledge right now. We'd love for you to sign up. We'd love to get those numbers through the roof. Again, Johnson & Johnson is being incredibly generous right now, matching every pledge with a $1, $2, or $5 donation. So take the pledge. Now the next part, I'm glad we got into the whistling because we have a very special segment coming up, and that is country music star Jimmy Allen. Yeah. Allen's debut single, Big Shot, debuted last year in 2018 in November.
Cool.
Went straight to the top of the charts. In fact, I believe he's the first African American to hit the top of the charts with a debut single in country music. So he's a huge advocate for Special Olympics, and we got a chance to sit down and talk with him. Let's roll the tape.
Hey y'all, so I place to overcome the fear of difference and replace it with the power of inclusion. So to me, togetherness and inclusion is super important. So I feel like we're all different, but we're all the same at the same time. So I feel like, you can never judge someone by their insecurities, their disabilities, their securities. You can't judge anyone by anything. So for me, I try to make a point every day, whether I'm on stage or off stage, to find ways to go out of my way to make sure everyone that I'm around feels included and feels loved. The power of inclusion has definitely affected my band in a positive way. You figure I'm from Delaware, two of my musicians, guitar player and drummer, are from Tennessee, and my bass player is from Georgia. We're from different places, different guys, grew up doing tons of different things, but we're all the same. I feel like a lot of times our differences is what makes us stronger. Therefore, we have no excuse but to include everyone because there's so many things you can learn from each other. Inclusion has definitely influenced my songwriting because I feel like as an entertainer, you have to make music that can appeal to everyone. And again, with us being from so many different places, music is the one constant that continues to bring us all together. So as far as like my songwriting goes, to me it's easy. It opens up the borders of songwriting and gives me the opportunity to write things that I would normally write and also challenge me to write things that I wouldn't normally write, to make sure no one ever feels excluded when coming to my show or listen to my music. Can't catch a breakers. Yeah, so my song Underdogs is, it's for everyone that feels like they've been given up on, feel like they've been overlooked. And a lot of times it's the people that are overlooked or feel like they've been left out are the strongest. And I feel like at some point in everyone's life, we felt like we're the underdogs. We felt like there wasn't an opportunity for us, so we had to fight even harder to create our own opportunity. The ashtray changers. Three people that have helped me the most in my musical journey is definitely my son, as far as someone that challenges me to be better. Kane Brown, Darius Rucker, Matchbox 20, and the Christian band, the Newsboys. From all these different acts, even though they're so different, they have a constant theme, and that's just loving everyone and accepting everyone for who they are and challenging people daily to be a better version of themselves. I think you pass that message of love and inclusion on by your actions, by how you live your life, even when you think people aren't watching, because I feel like that's the true test of character, what you do when you think no one's watching. That's the best way to pass it along.
The Hail Mary chance takers, everybody get your drink up, raise them up high, 'cause this time.
So, you know, moving forward, definitely going to challenge myself and everyone around me just to be better people, you know, be intentional when it comes to including people, you know, people that the world might sometimes overlook. You know, I challenge everyone watching and all of my friends that see me daily to go out of your way and make sure everyone feels loved and feels included, because you never know, that ounce of love and that extension of opportunity you give them could be the spark they need to continue to build their confidence and keep their life going in the right direction.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back again.
So, again, I'm going to ask
for the
you.
first time.
Or
It
for
might
the
be
first time if you're just joining us.
Yeah.
I'm here today. We are all here today to share the message of inclusion. The revolution is inclusion. This is what it's all about from this point on. It's about including new voices, new perspectives, new abilities into a community, and accepting everyone. And Special Olympics really is the pioneer of this principle, which is inclusion. And part of that is really taking the pledge and making the commitment to be an inclusive, accepting person.
And I gotta say, if you're watching this and you haven't taken the pledge yet, it is so simple. It just takes a few seconds. There's no cost to you, but Johnson & Johnson has been kind enough to offer to make donations for every pledge. So just by taking a few seconds out of your day and signing this pledge for free, you get to make a donation to the Special Olympics, which is really awesome. And I really want to ask all of you watching, please, please take advantage of this incredible opportunity. You can find the link if you're, no matter where you're watching, there should be a link on the page somewhere if you're on social media, depending wherever you're watching this, on Pop Sugar. Please just click that link. Take this tiny, tiny moment out of your day and show the world that you stand with us.
It's also, you can find the link at specialolympics.org/live. I'll spell it out again.
Yes.
It's www.specialolympics.org/live. Your pledge would mean the world to us. So please, take the pledge.
Yes. Okay, so while you're pulling up the site and getting ready to take the pledge.
A couple seconds
exactly.
to again go to
exactly.
www.specialolympics.org/live.
Yes, yeah. And again, like I said, the cool thing about this is it's free. It doesn't cost anything except a few short seconds of your time. I honestly cannot think of any reason someone would not sign this pledge. Can you guys?
No.
Come
We
on.
just want
It's so
to
easy.
hear that you care at this point.
Yeah.
That you believe in this message. It's such a positive message to share. That's why we're all here. That's why we have amazing guests coming, who I'm not going to name except for Paige, because I'm pretty sure she's coming into the studio next, right, Diego?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have pretty major guests still to come. So if you just tuned in, stick around. If you've been watching this whole time, thank you.
Thank you.
So next, I mean, we're going to take a little break. We're going to check out a cool other segment that we got to do, which is very cool. So Max and I had the chance a couple weeks ago to go check out Riot Studios. I think we mentioned that. And one thing that we did that I thought was really awesome was get an inside look at how people make music and sound effects for video games, right?
And so much went into it.
Yeah, it's like it's a full-time job for people, you know?
I mean, imagine closing your eyes and creating a whole world just from sound.
And that's really what they do every day. And they use some pretty weird stuff to do it, we found out, right?
Oh my goodness. I could have spent, well, I think we did spend a couple hours there.
We did.
Should we just show?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Yeah.
So this is the room where we usually will do a lot of audio mixing of different videos, promotional videos, or we'll gather as a group, as a team, to listen to each other's work and give feedback to each other.
Okay, so this is like a dream job for a lot of people. How did you get into it? Were you guys musicians growing up?
Yeah, I was a musician, so I studied music all my life. I played in band, I played clarinet, bass clarinet, woodwinds. I play bass clarinet. Oh, nice. Yeah, so I studied to actually be a music educator, but then I started an internship with a music composer because I wanted to do some more composing through music. But he actually introduced me into sound design because he was like, hey, do you want to do this sound design work? Because I'll pay you for it. I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot.
And look at you now.
I fell in love with it. So.
What about you guys?
I did electronic music. I wasn't much of didn't follow that route of composing, but I just made electronic music as a hobby. And I was obsessed with League. We had a little girl, and we were about to have another baby shower, and so my wife sent me upstairs, and I created my character name, Baby Shower, and just dove right in. And I think playing and understanding what those characters did and how they communicated on the Rift was something that intrigued me, and I kind of just went to the website and applied.
I loved game music, and I went to something called the GDC, which is a game developers conference, and that's where I found out about maybe making a career of writing music for games. And eventually, like a decade later, I ended up here.
That's so cool. So, Special Olympics is about togetherness. I'm wondering, you guys have spoken a little bit about collaboration, but how familiar are you with Special Olympics?
So I have some family that have participated in Special Olympics. I got two cousins, Jared and Jeremy, who both have participated. Jeremy does swimming and Jared is involved in bowling, and they've been doing it for a number of years, and I know that it's been a big impact in their life.
I love that. Well, should we go check out where some of the sounds are actually created?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's do it.
This is our Foley hallway. We have stuff like this, which, always tends to be like these kind of boots always have like a cool sound for leather, or some type of suit that's not, metal, or it could be whatever you want it to be, really.
Is this to tickle people?
All this stuff here will not be recorded in this hallway. Obviously, we want to be in an isolated situation, so we're going to go into the Foley room. We've done a lot of different recordings in here, from glass to just demolishing vegetables and fruit. That was a big cleanup afterwards.
So we could use that for, any sword fights, of course, but sometimes we want to add a layer to different other sounds, or something that plays along with another few layers to bring sounds together more.
In terms of Special Olympics, are you familiar with the message of the revolution is inclusion? How do you feel that, I'm just hearing you guys talk about doing what you love and working collaboratively in an environment that explores different voices and different kind of abilities of each person here.
I'm inspired every day by my peers, the people that I work with, the projects that we work on. Everyone always brings something, like they said, unique and amazing to the table that inspires me to push that bar even more.
Every person I get to work with, it kind of surprises me in a unique way of how they hear things, and then how that'll influence what I'm trying to approach musically. And that's always really refreshing. It allows you to grow and become better as an artist and a person.
Yeah, I would say perspectives, because I think all of us here at Riot, we all have different perspectives. We all come from different places, and each one of us have something different that we can offer. And so I think that's the beauty of Riot. It's just a group of people that have all their different ideas and perspectives, and we work together to try to create something from all that.
All right, welcome back. If you're just joining us, there's something we want to ask you. Guys, what is it?
Did you guys make the pledge yet?
Please
Did you
take
make
the
the pledge?
Yes, you got to take the pledge. Wherever you're watching, there should be a link where you can find to click. Go take this pledge. It takes just a few seconds. It really puts it out there that you are standing for inclusion in your own life, and you want the people in your life to do that as well. So please be sure to do it. The awesome thing is that you don't have to pledge any money. So you're not pledging a donation, but in a very cool move, Johnson & Johnson is. So for every donation, they are donating at least $1, if not more. So this is a great opportunity to get online, take just a couple seconds out of your day and support a pretty awesome cause, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's take a little break. I actually brought one of our favorite healthy recipes from Pop Sugar to make with you guys. You ready?
Oh, how exciting.
All right. We've been hungry all day, so we might as well make more food, right?
Let's go.
All right. Okay, here we go. So I gotta warn you guys, I actually haven't made this recipe myself before,
Okay.
but it's really simple. So we love healthy recipes at Pop Sugar, but they gotta taste good.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
gotta be healthy and taste good. So we've got a few ingredients here, and I'm gonna wait for the teleprompter to move down so that I don't mix them together in the wrong order, because I want these to taste good. Okay, so here's what you're gonna start with. You've got 5 tablespoons of semi-sweet chocolate chips, best ingredient in my opinion. And then we actually have about a cup of almond butter here. You can also get peanuts and then put them in the food processor at home to kind of make your own peanut butter, but this is easier, so I like this version. We've also got some protein powder and some dates, which is really awesome.
Ooh.
Yes, and we've got tons of different recipes on Pop Sugar if you don't like nuts or you're allergic. Lots of recipes for these delicious sort of protein
Luckily,
balls.
I'm not.
Okay, good. Well, you can eat these with me, which is great. And then I don't know if I mentioned, did I say that we've got dates here that are all chopped up?
Yeah.
For a little sweetness?
Yes.
So this is a really good, easy recipe, like for an after-school snack or like
Yeah.
after a workout.
Yeah.
Just make these, pop them in the fridge, and you can grab one whenever you need a little snack.
Nice.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with the almond butter, which we've got here. So we've got our chocolate chips all prepped, and this is the step where if you're doing this with raw peanuts, you put them in the food processor at home and kind of blend them into a paste. But we've got almond butter here, so I'm gonna put these in there. Diego, do you wanna be the designated mixer?
Oui.
Okay, I'm gonna give you this spoon because this looks a little easier. So you're gonna put your peanuts or your almond butter in a bowl here. And then the next ingredient you're gonna add are the dates. Have you had dates before?
I don't think I had.
They're pretty good. So, gotta get these out of there. Use this. All right, so Diego, if you can start to mix that all together, smush it all up. Okay, there we go. All right, and then we're going to, once we get those kind of incorporated, it's kind of hard to mix almond butter, huh?
It's so sticky.
You gotta really kind of mash it in there. Good work, good work.
Diego.
Put those muscles into it. Then we are gonna add some protein powder. We've got vanilla, which goes pretty well with peanut butter.
Oui.
But you could do chocolate if you wanted to also.
Cool. But
All right, so mix
either
that
way,
in.
they both taste very great.
They do. Okay, now this is gonna get kind of dry. So we've got another ingredient that's gonna help us out here. You're doing a really good job at the mixing though, because that is not easy.
Thank you.
Put some muscle into it.
Yeah,
Okay.
put a little bit of.
Then some oomph. And then I don't know if I mentioned the applesauce, but this is very important. So I'm gonna add this. There we go. So that kind of gives it more of like a batter again, right?
This feels really good.
It's kind of a fun task, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels really soothing on my hands.
It
I
is.
actually like
It's a relaxing thing to cook.
tasks to do because
know?
I really like squishy and yet solid things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
definitely qualifies as that. So really mash the applesauce in there. There we go.
Oh, yes.
Okay, we're gonna want to keep adding a little bit more protein powder because that made it almost a little
Not
bit
to
too
be
soggy.
confused with the sitcom of the same name, MASH. Get it?
It could be. It could. You could watch MASH while you're mashing. There you go. Okay. So that's getting to be like
And
a pretty
one-
good consistency, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Iantha, if I can use your help, what we're gonna do while Diego finishes mixing that up is we're just gonna put like a little sprinkling of chocolate chips there.
Okay.
Because
It's like nice and smooth and frothy.
A little more.
it is. Yeah, a little more is good. That's good. And then kind of spread them around just a little bit. Okay. Diego, this is looking good. Can I give it one kind of mix and see just how
Sure.
I want to get a feel for how battery it is? Okay, I think we're almost there. Can you dump in the rest of the protein powder for me?
This?
Yes, there we go.
Okay, you said dump, right?
Just dump, that's fine.
All right, then. Dump mission complete.
Okay, all right, so here we go. We're pretty much there. Now this is kind of the fun part of this recipe, I think, is that once you kind of get these all mixed together.
The chocolate?
Yes, then you're gonna roll them in the chocolate. So this gets a little messy, but this is fun if you're doing it at home, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a ball of this dough, and you could do this with your hands if you wanted to. And then you're gonna dump it on the chocolate chips. Healthy recipes, but that are also really tasty, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna roll it around.
Wow.
Perfect if you have a sensitive palate.
Yes, I agree. You're gonna roll it around so it gets kind of covered in these chocolate chips. You're gonna put it here on a tray.
It's all natural.
It is, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna pop those in the fridge for about an hour, and you've got a really yummy snack.
Wow.
Yeah, so we should go find a fridge, put these in there.
Yeah, let's
and
do
then
that.
we can have a snack in just a little bit. And you know, you can kind of mix this up too. If you want kind of a drier consistency, you can put more protein powder in it. If you want something a little bit more like what we've got here, you can use less. But yeah, these are a great snack for after school. I don't know about you guys. I was always really hungry after school.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
First thing I do when I get home is eat.
Yes, same for me from work. Too.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for joining us. We have been making recipes. We have been playing games. We've been learning how to be more confident when we walk into a room. That was really fun with
That was
Scrub.
fun.
But if you haven't taken the pledge yet, please do. It's free to you. It takes just a few seconds. And Johnson & Johnson is donating money for every pledge taken, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So basically you can donate money without pulling a single bill out of your own wallet.
Yeah.
Which is great, right?
It converts the freeness into money.
It does.
Yeah.
How awesome is that? Come on.
For a good cause.
Yes. And when you do take the pledge, what should you do after you take the pledge?
Well, watch it. Oh,
yeah.
Celebrate?
Well, yes, let's celebrate for sure. You should celebrate yourself, but you should share it.
Yes.
Yeah, share it
Yes.
far and wide. Let people know they should join with you.
Yes.
And honestly, just like taking this pledge makes you look like a great person. You're
Yes.
putting it out there in the world that you stand for inclusion and what could be better.
Yeah. It
Come
only takes a couple of seconds.
Yeah, so do it. Do it if you haven't done it. All right, well, this was really fun. We can kind of make more of these when we go to the break because right now we've got another video to share with you guys. It's another game changer, so take a look.
On September 1st, the Notre Dame and Michigan football teams renewed their century-old rivalry in South Bend, Indiana. 24 hours before that game, a different kind of Notre Dame-Michigan football game took place and added a new chapter in the rivalry.
This flag football game, what it's going to do is unite our athletes in the big rivalry and show the power of inclusion.
In an effort to expand unified sports, the Unified Flag Football Rivalry Series was created in 2013 to connect Special Olympics to college football rivalries across the country.
Go Blue!
Unified rivalry teams are comprised of college athletes and local Special Olympics athletes, with each team representing one half of a college football rivalry.
And what you're going to see here is young people with and without intellectual disabilities coming together to create a more inclusive world. You'll just see two teams playing against each other. And this is our vision for the world.
The idea for the Unified Flag Football team at Notre Dame came about last fall. I saw that the University of Michigan had done a scrimmage against Michigan State before Michigan and Michigan State played each other on a Saturday.
We did look over to Michigan and saw that they were doing this. We tried to reach across the aisle and say, hey, this is a really good cause. We love what you're doing. We'd love to work together on it.
We talked about how we practice, how to recruit athletes, and just giving them basic tips and recommendations on how to go out and build a good football team.
When College Game Day chose the Notre Dame-Michigan game as its location for September 1st, it immediately became clear to the coaches from both schools that their unified teams should also play each other that weekend.
We want to welcome you to the first annual rivalry series between Notre Dame and Michigan.
We're doing it on a huge college football weekend, opening weekend, and we're putting it on display. The game-changing aspect of it is that we're giving these athletes the spotlight. that they may not have always had, but they truly deserve.
As part of the festivities, former Notre Dame football player Mike Golick Jr. and former Michigan football player Desmond Howard served as honorary coaches for their respective schools.
It's a great opportunity to, first of all, just work with the athletes. They get to be a part of this historic rivalry. You know, they watch it, they enjoy it, but now this is more inclusive. And to be able to go out here and coach these kids, I mean, I'm excited about this. I can't wait.
You guys are ready for this. You guys have been practicing for weeks now. You guys have been warming up all afternoon. Now it's time. It's Notre Dame, Michigan.
Get in here. One more time. One more time.
Wait, I think I'm look. 1, 2, 3, go!
The newly formed Notre Dame team and the experienced Michigan team took turns scoring throughout the game. Both squads had success running the ball, with most touchdowns coming on long runs. As the game progressed, the honorary coaches turned into honorary players, donning some flags and joining their teams on the field.
Let's go Irish!
Michigan would go on to win by a score of 32-12. But in the end, what the final score read wasn't what mattered to the participants.
I think the biggest thing we're accomplishing with this event as a whole is spreading the awareness of the power of inclusion.
It's actually provided me with so many friendships that brighten my day, and the practices, the events, the field days, they're always things that I look forward to.
It's really a two-way street. I mean, we try to give them as many life lessons as possible, but at the same time, we're always learning from them as well.
And while the Michigan and Notre Dame teams are already planning a rematch,
fire up on 3, 1, 2, 3.
More students are choosing to include, as the Special Olympics Unified Rivalry Series continues with games between other rival schools across the country.
But please, if you can, go online. Oh, we're live.
Okay. We're back.
I'm also live on the gram right now.
Yeah, Max was busy Instagramming, so
Yeah.
we missed our cue.
And now you guys are live.
He's live on Instaham.
It is Instagram. So, again, before we meet our next very special guests, we have to encourage you to take the pledge one more time.
Yep.
This is really a message of inclusion and togetherness.
Yes, that's what it's all about today. So please just take a quick, I was going to say a quick minute, but it does not take a minute.
It's less than a minute.
It's way less than a minute.
It's like 15 seconds of your time.
Right. Tell the world that you stand for inclusion, for togetherness. And the cool thing is there's no cost to you. When you make the pledge, it's free. But
Johnson & Johnson, who have been incredibly generous, will be matching any pledge with an actual donation. That means anytime you take this pledge, you go online, you sign up, Johnson & Johnson will be donating not one, not two, maybe up to $5 towards this incredible organization. So again, please go to specialolympics.org/live. And speaking of togetherness,
yes,
right now we're about to get together with some incredible guests. So if you could please help us welcome WWE stars Paige and the Big Show.
well, yeah.
And Reese.
Yeah.
Reese.
Yeah.
And our
We've got
very
the whole
special guest,
crew.
Reese.
Yes. Come on, guys. Hey. Hey. How are you?
Hi guys, how are you?
What's up, you
Hey,
guys?
pleasure.
Big Show, nice
Big
to see
Show,
you.
Max.
How you doing,
Hi,
young man?
Paige, nice to
Hi.
meet you.
How are you?
Hi there.
Hi.
Love to
We
see you,
met
kiddo.
Lindsay. Hey. Hey. So.
Wait,
we all get something. Scotty wants to move up a little bit.
No,
Yeah,
sit wherever
we
you
can
like.
just hang for a second.
Sit here in
Yeah.
this chair. This looks Big Show durable enough.
Exactly. So we've
I
got a
don't know
pretty,
what to say.
pretty cool segment coming up in a minute. But while we get that set up, we have our special guest here, Reese. I'm so glad you're here today. I heard that yesterday was the first day that you ever rode an airplane. Is that true?
Awesome.
Yeah. And you got to see the beach?
Did you go to the ocean?
That's
First time?
pretty
Busy
cool.
day.
Yeah. Yeah. And you got to meet Paige and Big Show already, right?
Mm-hmm. We were watching
Big
her
Show.
dance earlier.
Big Show actually surprised us. He wasn't even supposed to be here today, but
I
you know.
know.
Reese, and obviously I was here, so you had to come alone.
I did.
Say hi.
I did. I'm in town doing some things and said, you know what? I can go by and show support and see Pagers, and then I had to meet her too because I saw her Instagram videos. Last week I was in D.C. for some stuff at Special Olympic headquarters, and they pulled up her Instagram, and she's just so cute. I had to come meet her.
She's adorable.
She's the best.
Yeah.
So how did you guys get involved with Special Olympics?
Through WWE, actually. WWE is such a big part of our company too. So we do a lot of appearances and go meet a lot so many people. And it's so wonderful. So as soon as we get a chance and Reese popped up, I was like, absolutely, I would love to come say hi to her.
Yeah, I go back a little bit further. I go back to when I was in college and working on Special Olympic events then, and then through the years, trying to help out as much as I can. But when I started wrestling for WWE, I was able to really make an impact in 2014 and get on board, and I became a global ambassador with Special Olympics. So for me, it's amazing to be around these wonderful athletes, the courage, the determination, and the example that these athletes set is really remarkable. I think when you're around these talented athletes, and they vary in all ages, from little bitty kids all the way up to adults, when you're around the athletes, they show you such a positive side to things of it's okay to be competitive, but it's also okay to be supportive.
Right.
You know, it's okay to give a hug and really mean it. I think that's the thing that I love working with the athletes is when you get a hug from them, it's one of the realest hugs you'll ever get.
Yeah. Oh, I got the longest hug off her. As soon as I saw her, I was like, I love her. Get
Well,
in my
there's that
pocket.
one guy in New Mexico that tried to hug you for like 6 days. Got a little awkward for everybody, you know. She's walking around, the guy's still hugging. It's like, hey, she's got to wrestle now. He's still hugging.
Things to do. Okay, so we all know that Reese is a great dancer, but Reese, you have a lot of talents, and one of them is doing makeup, huh? So, Paige, you have your own makeup line.
I do. So today I actually brought in some of the lipsticks, though. It's actually the new nude collection that I have. And Reese gets to be the first one to use them.
Whoa!
So super exciting. Yeah.
So it's a world debut. We're gonna move over here so that we can put you in the makeup chair.
Yes.
Which
And
one's the
Reese can
makeup
work
chair?
her magic. The one right next to you.
I actually have an idea, though.
For a second, I thought I was in the makeup chair.
No, I have an idea, though. Since Big Show was so gracious to come here today, I think he should get his makeup done too by Reese. What do you think?
Oh.
I
like that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
What do you
like
think about
putting me
that?
on the
Ow.
spot there, huh, Paige?
These are attached, sis.
I'd be awesome. I'd love
Yeah.
to.
Hey,
Would
Reese,
you love that?
do you want to put some lipstick on Big Show?
Oh, yeah.
Let's
We'll make that happen.
Hey, hopefully this
Okay.
encourages some more people out there to take the pledge to tune in and see this.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
the Big Show's about to get lipstick.
Yep.
Great.
Wow.
Beautiful. We're ready. Okay.
Nothing says amazing like lipstick in a beard. What's up?
There might be some lipstick in the beard at the end.
Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah.
We'll see. Okay, so Paige, we need our supplies. Who's got the
We
lipsticks?
do. Someone does have them. There we are.
Here we
Perfect.
go. Okay.
Bring them in. We've got
All
the
right.
lipsticks over here.
Flying in the
Here we go.
supplies.
Here we go. Okay. Oh, lovely. Oh my goodness. Okay. These are some great. Are these eyeshadows also?
Wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
these are her eyeshadows that she brought along.
Oh,
which is really
okay. So
cool.
these are some of Reese's
Yeah.
tools.
And these lipsticks that are on there, which aren't on there. I don't know where the lipsticks are. We had the 4 lipsticks.
Yeah, we need
too.
Paige's lipsticks on set.
So, but she brought some really cool stuff, which is gonna look fantastic on the Big Show, I must add.
Okay.
She really likes my nails. They're like claws.
I love it. Those are good.
They remind me of my dog's nails because they're like weird.
They're like claws.
They're
There you
claws.
go. They're claws.
Yeah. So
Okay, so Paige, while we're waiting for the lipsticks, why don't we put you in the makeup chair?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's
And
do that.
Reese
You
can
ready?
start to work her magic. Reese, you wanna get going with the makeup? Okay.
Awesome.
Are we doing
Right.
Big Show first or Paige first? What are we gonna do?
Your choice.
Paige.
Okay.
Start with
There you go.
Paige
Paige,
first, and then we'll both put makeup on the Big Show. How about that?
I love this
You do her, then
idea.
both of
Okay,
you can
so
do
I'm
it.
gonna
Yeah.
be
Great.
I'm gonna be your assistant here. So Paige,
Okay,
I'll
I'll
turn
let
this
Perfect.
over to me.
And as we get set up, again, if you're watching, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, am I gonna be sitting?
So
in this
we'll
spot?
put you in the makeup chair, and then
One
Reese.
second, Diego.
Awesome. Uh-oh.
There we go.
Can
That's
you
all right.
help
I'd be
me?
distracted by that
Yeah.
too.
Can you help me
Remember
make the pose again?
when we practiced yesterday and you stood
wanna
on this
stand
little
up?
box?
So before
on
we
the makeup
finish,
sisters, I'm gonna
before
be
we
your
get started
assistant,
with the makeup,
okay?
guys,
So if you want to stand on
really
this
want
little
you to
box so you can get
edge
closer to Paige.
Special Olympic style.
There you go.
Slash.
Nice work.
There we go.
Nice work.
I got you.
All right. What would you like to use? I am your assistant. Tell me
Ah.
what you need.
You know what? Here comes the lipsticks.
Oh.
Okay, so here's the red
Okay.
ones.
Do you want to start with lipstick or eyeshadow? Lipstick. Okay.
All right, so we don't actually have the nude ones. The nude ones are somewhere else, but we did get hold of the red ones randomly, which is great. I don't even know who gave you these ones. These are great. But we do have the red ones. Are you excited about using this one? Is this a good
Reese,
color
is
for
this
you?
color good?
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, great. Let's use that then.
All right, so let's start with that.
Oh,
we,
we've got
here
the
we go.
nudes
We've
too.
got
Here
the
we
new
go.
lipsticks. I know. Come on in.
Mum has got the nudes.
Iantha can be the lipstick assistant, and I'll be the eyeshadow assistant.
Here we go. There's the lipsticks.
Okay.
So these are the new. This is the new nude collection that you're going to be using.
Okay, Reese, you want to pick a color? Do you want to pick a lipstick color? Which is your fave? Oh, I like that one. Okay.
I think that's right. Make sure it's fine. You know.
It looks great. There's a mirror on the
You're like,
side
would
of the
this
lipstick,
really go with it?
which is actually really handy.
Yeah,
Smart
there's a
design.
mirror and then there's a light on it. Too.
Yeah.
How about that?
Okay, Reese, do you need some help opening this? We'll put it.
If you're
We'll put it on
traveling
page.
or something like that.
Here we go. All right. So let's get this. Page.
Here,
Can we
I
help?
got this. Don't worry
Okay,
about
cool.
it. There we go.
All right. Are you ready? Okay.
Is it? There we go. Twist it all the way. There we go.
All right. And then
All right. Press the button.
there we go. Oh, it lights up.
Yeah.
That is super cool. All right.
Oh, the lipstick lights up.
Yeah.
Wow, that's smart
Okay,
for like in
here
a
we
car
go.
mirror, isn't it?
Exactly.
All right. Are you gonna put it on the page?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
How
All right,
handy is
Paige,
that?
lean
Because
in.
sometimes the mirrors don't work and the light doesn't work in the car mirror. That's
Yeah.
pretty
It's
smart.
got a little mirror on there and everything.
Yeah. Or you're in the like in the limo.
In the
SUV,
limo.
going
You know.
somewhere.
Handy, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Very cool.
All right. Paige is gonna lean in so you can put the lipstick on her. You ready?
Go ahead.
You got this, Reese.
Very nice.
Very nice. Good work. Reese, have you thought about being a makeup artist when you grow up? You're pretty good at this. Lovely. Okay, what's the shade called? Do you know, Paige?
This one is actually called Swipe, and it's
Okay.
just like something to do with Instagram. But if you can, if you smell it, it smells fantastic.
Let's give it a sniff. What does that smell
Smells
like
like-
to you? Cake? Yeah. Vanilla? It's really nice.
Smells good.
That's
Okay, so
dangerous.
got some lipstick
Your
on
lips
Paige.
smell
Reese?
like cake and you're
All right.
dying.
Do you want to do some eyeshadow?
Risky
Okay.
deal there.
Which
right.
which color would you like? Your
like-
assistant will help.
I like purple.
Okay, there you go.
All right, I'm ready. I like purple too, so that's a perfect color for me. Perfect shade.
Load it up. Load that brush up. Okay, there you go.
Oh yeah, that's right. Blow
Blow
the
on
excess
it.
off.
Yeah.
Right. She already
Here,
knows.
Reese, let's turn you this way so the camera can see your beautiful face. There we go.
Ready? I'm gonna lean forward a
All
little bit more
right.
so you can see.
There we go.
Ready? I'm
Okay.
gonna close my eyes.
Okay. Beautiful.
You're so nice and you know.
Gentle. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually makeup artists are pretty aggressive. So wonderful. You know what? I could fall asleep like this. Really. Thank you.
Amazing.
She's got a very relaxing touch.
Other
Yes.
eye?
It's very soothing.
Gotta get some more. There you go.
Yeah, don't fall asleep in the chair, sure. I know you will.
Me?
Yeah.
No. When you get older, you're scared to sleep. It might be the big nap, so you try not to sleep.
Awesome. Okay, I gotta say, okay, Paige, are you ready for the big reveal?
Oh my gosh, am I? You don't want to add any more colors on there? Or am I done? Am I done?
Is she finished? She's done?
I
Okay.
think you look good. She did a good
Oh
job.
gosh, yeah.
She did a real good
You
job.
did a great job, Reese. And I think the colors are really
Wow.
pretty together. Nice work.
I
Okay.
love that. That's beautiful. Thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
put
what?
some blush
This is
on there.
important. Reese, do you want to add some blush?
Yes.
Okay.
I would love some blush.
Here's your brush. Hold that, and then your assistant will open this for you.
Yep.
If I can. I got it. All right. Okay. Blow it off.
Nailed
All right.
it.
There we go. Tap, tap, tap. Okay.
All right.
Blow again. All right. Blend,
Make me
blend,
look like I'm
blend.
extra
You know all
shy.
the makeup rules, don't you?
Like you're extra shy.
Like I'm
Blend,
extra
blend,
shy.
Not possible. Paige shy.
I
You're like
love
a
it.
bulldozer in a china closet.
Beautiful.
Do you think you'd have gotten as far as you did in your
I
career
love
being
this.
shy?
That's true.
Okay.
Out there.
Is she done, or do you want to do more?
Am I done?
Yeah.
Am I really?
Beautiful.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Now I
My
think this
turn.
was good.
Gorgeous.
My
Yes.
turn.
Is it Show's turn
yeah.
now?
This was good practice.
Yeah.
But
You
now
know
we're
what?
we're going for the real
Let's
makeup
do the
look with the big
Picasso
I
show.
need
Yeah.
the help
Right.
to look pretty. So
All right, Reese, should we pop over here? Here, let me help you down. Okay. There we go.
All right.
All right, so sit in that chair. I'm just kidding.
I'll be too tall.
All right, come
And
here.
plus, I
bud.
don't trust that chair.
Okay. All right, so I will still remain your assistant.
All right.
Are you going to start with eyeshadow or what? We got more lipstick. What do we think? Do you want to let him pick, or are you going to pick for him?
Oh,
We've got a
she
nice
pick- she
red
can pick-
lipstick.
she can
I don't
pick.
want to
Okay.
put ideas in your head, but there is a bright lipstick over here that
Oh,
looks
use
great.
the
It's
red
one of the
one.
bright colors.
This
Okay.
one?
There you go.
Let's do something different, shall we?
I love this.
Make sure you put the light on.
Okay.
Smart. There's a
All
little-
right. You turn on the light.
It's for the clothes.
Okay.
That one smells good too.
Is it cake-like? Let's see.
Just wait, let me
What does
try.
it smell like?
Oh, it does smell good.
Cake. That smells really good.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready? Big Show's ready.
I'm ready. So what do I
Okay.
have to do? Do I have to pucker or something?
Yeah, go like this.
Pucker up.
Okay, he's ready for you. It's lipstick time.
Her face is like. That is a wonderful shade on Chef.
Yeah, all you got to do is just color inside the beard, and then you're ready to go.
Yeah, I'll look like Beaker from the Muppets.
You can't talk while she's putting lipstick on.
I don't know.
Beautiful. Beautiful work. Now, Big Show, you have daughters. Did they ever do this to you?
No comment.
I'm going to take that as a yes.
He's a dad.
I'm gonna
That's
take
what
that
we
as a
do when
yes.
we're kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta be real careful when you take a nap in my house.
All right, now we've got eyeshadows. What do you think? What color is going to look good on him? I like the green. Should we do green?
Green is good. It goes
That
in
green?
my eyes.
That is a very bold green.
It is kind of bold.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, here's your eyeshadow brush, girl. There you go. Okay. Okay. Here, I'll hold that for you.
There you go. Put a lot on there.
Yes.
Yeah. You're good.
Now, Paige, you like bright colors because these are some really pigmented
I do.
eyeshadows.
So
Yeah.
what do I do now? Just close my eyes.
Yep. All right, are you ready? Okay, you got this. All right. Here we go. Wow. Beautiful.
Why do I feel like Liza Minnelli right now? I'm gonna do jazz.
Reese, you're so good at this.
She is.
Now, I know you got a lot of practice with your mom, huh? So,
Her touch is very soft.
It is. I told you. It's very
so
soothing.
Paige, did you test any of your products on Big Show as you were developing them, or?
No, no. You know what? I haven't seen Big Show in a while. So
You've been a big famous movie star.
he's been a big famous movie star.
Well, no, Paige, you had a pretty
I do
exciting
have a movie
year.
about my life.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I do, yeah. Fire with My Family. It's out for digital download and DVD and Blu-ray. It's hysterical. He's in it.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
talking about
in
it
the
because I'm
movie.
in it, but it's so.
You guys were like the
No, but
toast of
it-
Sundance. It was great.
Oh yeah, it went really well.
Trust me, being in business as long as I have seen that, it's great. What are
Yeah.
you gonna do now? Are we
Okay,
getting a
we're
little-
doing blush. So if you're watching, look at what Big Show is subjecting himself to. I
This
mean,
means I need more of you to make
it's
the pledge.
yeah, exactly. It looks beautiful because
I'm
Reese
like
is doing
Bob
a
Hope.
great
I'll
job.
do anything for charity.
Yes, and it doesn't even cost you anything. He's just doing this out of the goodness of his heart. Johnson & Johnson is going to donate at least $1 for every pledge that is made. So please just take like 3 seconds out of your day, sign it. Once you do, share it with your friends.
Ready?
You can put it on his face.
And you can find the link wherever you're watching right now. It should
thank
be
you.
on the
That's very
page.
nice
Or
touch.
Max, is it specialolympics.org/?
Yeah, if you go to specialolympics.org/live, you can take the pledge immediately. And in fact, Mr. Show, I'm wondering once you're fully done up over there, could you perhaps recite the pledge for us?
Tap, tap, tap.
Sure, when I'm finished up over here. Right now, this is pretty important. I can't be half done. I'm not ready
He
for
needs
my
to
close-up yet,
focus,
Mr.
yeah.
Mr. DeVille.
Lovely.
Reese, this is great work. I'm
Really?
impressed. And Paige, I think you have the star of your next campaign.
I do.
Sitting right here.
You will be the face of the next Saraya Store lipstick, guys. Watch this space.
Okay, are we all set?
Yeah.
Great work.
Oh yeah, you have to get an eyebrow on him.
Oh, eyebrows.
Oh, yeah. I've worn my eyebrows off over the years.
Okay, we've got one last little step here, which is eyebrows.
Tap, tap, tap,
Tap, tap, tap. Okay. Which color are you going with? Ooh, the very, very dark eyebrows. Okay. Let's give it a
That's right. Dark.
All
The
right.
hair that he used to have was dark. So
Here
she
we
knew-
go.
she knew.
Yes. Okay. Reese, go for it. Okay, a little more. Wonderful.
Oh, she's having with you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is the good stuff.
I already feel more handsome.
Look, it takes a big man to do this.
Well.
Literally. All right, Reese, this is the very important last step. Eyeliner. Are you ready? My goodness.
Just close your eyes first.
Yeah, close them all the way.
Okay.
There you go. Well, you already know. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a cat eye. I love it. Dramatic.
Yeah, I love a good Amy
Awesome.
Winehouse-esque
Oh
eyeliner.
my goodness. Okay, Reese, I love it. I love your color selection. I love the work you've done.
Yeah.
And now, before he's able to wash his face, I think we need to get a picture.
Who said
Do you want the
Reese.
big reveal too, or you want to just wait for the pitch to be taken?
Oh, let's do it.
I think he should look at himself in the mirror.
Oh, wow. Alrighty then. Yeah.
Impressive. Reese, do you want to come get a picture with Big Show
Thank
and
you for
Paige?
making me prettier.
Can we?
Reese,
Can
can
we
we
get
take
a picture?
Can we all stand up, maybe take a picture?
Yes,
and
let's
then
do
take
it
a picture
together.
Together?
Yes, I
How
love
about
this
that?
idea.
Yes.
Hey, Reese, do you want to come stand with us? Let's come stand over here. Go stand with Paige and Big Show.
Here, Diego.
All right. Okay, here we go. Picture
Guys ready?
time.
So
Okay.
maybe if you're
Picture
watching,
time?
you can take a picture.
She's so cute. Look at her. All right.
All right, so we're going to also say the pledge together. Do you
Right.
guys want to read it out
Wanna
loud
say it
together?
together?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
All
get
right.
everyone
Yeah.
at home to say it
Ready?
with us. too.
Okay, yeah, if you're watching.
3, 2, 1.
I pledge to look for the lonely, the isolated, the left out, the challenged, and the bullied. I pledge to overcome the fear of difference and replace it with the power of inclusion. I hashtag choose to include. Click on the link and sign the inclusion pledge. Join the conversation at hashtag choose to include.
We did it.
Everyone, thank you.
We did it.
Yeah, you're the only one that read the script right. You actually said hashtag.
I
The rest
know,
of us
right?
rolled over it.
You look amazing.
Totally, pop it
I
off.
appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here.
Oh,
And thanks for being such good sports.
Yeah.
My lips smell like cake.
You're
It's
welcome.
delicious. Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
I don't know if that's
Exactly.
something or not.
Exactly.
Check it out.
Oh,
I
nice.
feel like my head is like really stiff.
That hat looks
No, the
good.
hat
It looks
fits.
great.
Thanks.
It really does. It
Wait, my
really
head's a
does.
little bit of a mess, so just ignore it for right now.
Nice.
Oh, that's like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She's got. I
Pay
told you.
attention.
I told you she's
Like, hey,
multi-talented.
wake up.
Think fast.
Stealthily.
All right, cool. So, hey, Reese, you want to take all these?
Yes. So, hey, Reese. I know you love. Hey, Reese. I know you love makeup, but I heard you also are really into slime. Is that true?
Slime?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna make some. I didn't know you could like make it yourself.
Oh,
And we're gonna make it in whatever Reese's favorite color is today. So
right.
stick around. We've
We're
got
gonna make
that
some
coming
slime.
up, which is very, very exciting.
I'm
Right.
excited.
First,
Yes.
yeah, so first we're going to take you to another segment. This is another game changer. So we're going to change the game, and then we will be right back with slime time.
Woohoo!
Hi, here, catch.
All right.
Everyone take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Welcome back, you guys. CoLab exists to provide individuals with developmental disabilities a creative and social outlet through theater arts. There are limited options for programming for people with developmental disabilities, especially in the arts and especially when you're out of the school system. So CoLab really came in at a time to fill that void.
I'm Dewitt Burgess, and I've been here since 2013.
My name is Yoko. My name is Paul DiVincenzo.
My name is Jenny Sarah Shakarov. I like to dance and sing, show me dance move.
She was nonverbal, and it didn't happen right away. We added musical theater and singing into our programming, and she blossomed.
What I'm doing here at CoLab is to learn new things and give them the performances and shows and skills of a lifetime.
I'm Captain Jack Bullfinch. The Foxy Donuts is my ship.
I make my own journey in collab. Like to be my own disabilities. I want to perform. I want to project. I'm the next American Idol. I always wanted to be an actor, but because of my feet impairment, I didn't think I'd be a good actor.
Danielle was told she was never going to be able to be an actor. But when Collab showed her that there are so many things that go into being an actor, it really opened her eyes. The ensemble we create at Collab is pretty remarkable. When you look on stage, you're seeing our participants who have developmental disabilities, and you're also seeing them perform alongside teaching artists and supporting artists who are likely neurotypical. A lot of times you can't tell who's who.
As a supporting artist, I have a better baseline of how to interact and support others with disabilities. Now I think I have a better sense of empathy. One of the rules that we have at Collab with our pact is to keep space, giving time and space for someone to advocate for themselves.
I have been a teaching artist with Collab Theater Group for almost 8 years now. I don't feel any different than when I'm with my ensemble versus when I'm out in the world. We're working towards one common goal.
Since September, we've been working on this production, Hidden Away. We've been rehearsing from January through May.
It is a challenge to memorize your lines and the lyrics and remember your cues. I play Leo, who have Down syndrome, who have a best friend, so I will add to that.
I like the part of Collab. Do like rehearsal. I make friends at Collab.
Tonight is our first performance, and we're really excited. We had 2 rehearsals in the theater before, and they went well. We got through the show, which is exciting. The energy, I think, is going to be really high and really palpable. I think one of the things that's so effective about a Collab show is seeing everybody on stage together. Not only the amount of people, but the way that everyone interacts with each other. So people with disabilities are interacting with people who are neurotypical, and everybody has a part and everybody has a role.
I feel belonged, and I know that Collab will give me an opportunity like no one else couldn't.
Isn't that kinda unfair when I get on stage? You kinda wanna give it the It feels like you love performance, and that's what I want to do in my life. I love Collab.
Everyone in Collab has accepted me, and I'm able to also give that back.
When you meet someone where they're at, that's probably the best way to support them.
It's like opening doors. Who has this disability to get a chance to shine?
One.
Okay,
Go!
we are back. If you're just joining us, all day we've been talking about this very important pledge that we want everybody to take. So please go to the link on your screen, or Max, you've got this memorized.
I got this down, specialolympics.org/live.
Yep, and it's a free pledge to take, but the cool thing is that when you do, Johnson & Johnson is donating at least $1 for every pledge, which is great. You can give to charity without taking a single dollar out of your
It's like
wallet.
a free donation.
It is, in your name.
In your name.
Do it. So, okay, we are back with Reese. And Reese, you've got a lot of talents. Makeup
Pure
is
trouble.
just one.
Pure trouble.
Yes.
Might I also add.
Yes.
No doubt.
But I've heard you're also pretty into slime. Is this accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. She's into it. Okay, so Reese's mom is joining us.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
Okay, I know you guys are slime pros.
We're
at home.
experts, yeah.
Okay, so we've got all of our ingredients here. Can you pull those out? Okay.
Sure. We're going to start with
Lovely.
First
All
step
right.
is glue.
Okay, we got glue.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that slime was mostly glue.
Pretty much
Yes.
all glue, yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to open it for you? We
Okay.
typically
Here, I
just
can
take the
come in.
whole.
I'll come
Oh,
in.
we got the big show's back.
I'll come in.
We
and
need
help.
some
Okay.
strength to get that lid off
go
there.
ahead.
Problem.
Stand
You know
by
what's
you.
funny is I remember this glue. I remember
Wait, I
eating
want to
this
join
glue.
in too.
I remember eating this when I was a
You're
kid.
always
We
invited.
come prepared.
Oh, you're excited, huh?
Would you like to
Wait,
throw
so
in
what
a-
do we do here, Ma?
Just put the glue in, and then
All of it?
I'll lead you through.
I'll put the
Oh,
glue
boy.
in.
Wow. Yeah, Diego, get in there.
Incoming!
Here he is.
Yes.
A lot of
Goodness.
glue.
Tons of glue.
Oh!
Wow. This is going to be a lot of slime.
Yeah. Now what,
Okay.
Reese?
I'm good.
All right.
Now what, Sis?
Okay.
Don't slime me, man.
Shaving.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Shaving cream. Okay.
We did it.
Yes.
We got enough slime there.
Yeah. Okay.
Put
Okay.
the lid back on for
Okay.
less of a mess.
This
Got it,
this
Munchkin?
looks delicious. I gotta
Make
say.
sure you got it. Straight in there.
Yeah, you want to do it?
You want to do it?
Well, we've got another can if
Press
you
your
want to.
thumb. Press it, squeeze. Big girl. There you go. Way to go. That's a big girl.
Yeah. So
I
you
dig
can
it.
You can use.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm just making a mess over here.
Oh, I think that's plenty.
Making a mess with
Or
my
not.
good pal Reese and Paige.
So this is not an exact science. I've
Not at all.
gathered. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is-
All right.
you want to move on?
Is that enough?
Look what we've got.
Okay.
What's that stuff? Tell me.
I
How
think
much
that's
shaving
enough.
cream?
Oh, I
that's
think we're
enough.
maxed out on shaving cream. Yeah, we're good.
Hey, you don't tell me to stop, I won't stop. I'm a dedicated guy there, you know.
What do you want, Sis?
Gotta be real careful when
That's
I'm
what I
cooking
guess.
because I'll just keep adding paprika till everybody goes. So, what do we got here? Purple?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the coloring.
All right.
Right?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Ah, very cool.
You want to add any more or just the purple?
It's gonna be pretty.
Is that all we need?
purple.
Oh,
the
okay.
purple.
You
Okay.
want to give everybody a spoon? You just start
Oh, spoon
stirring.
makes sense. I was gonna stick my fingers in. Never put your fingers in the
Here you
food,
go.
folks.
But in the slime, might be okay.
Yeah.
Da, da, da,
There you
da, da.
It's like you're a natural at this show.
I'm actually a really good cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I
You're
like
a
to
slime
eat.
cook.
Well, I've never made slime, but this right now kind of looks like I'm whipping up cake batter.
Yeah.
You know, so I just really hope I don't eat
Is
this.
it-
It looks delicious.
It does
getting
look
slimy?
delicious.
Oh, that's the last step.
You can't eat it.
Are we done? Are we good with the color, Reese? Yeah? We need activator. Yep, she knows the steps. So.
All right,
All right, kiddo.
activate away. This is like some Undertaker ghost slime. Right? This
Oh,
is like
just squeeze it
Undertaker
in there
slime.
this time. Squeeze. You want to have him squeeze?
Ready?
Squeeze a little activator.
Squeeze the
All
actual.
right, how much?
Oh, just start. Yeah. Oh, that's probably.
Wait, what is
that's
this
probably
secret
good.
ingredient?
Hey, don't tell me. I'm telling you.
Like
I'm an all the way
salt
kind
water?
of guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
And
my
so-
car salesman pitch voice. How does it work?
And then as you stir,
Don't you at
you'll.
home want to buy some slime?
Is it
Do you want to
getting-
give? Hey, can we let Paige have a
Oh
turn?
no,
at stirring?
I'm like
You're
I'm watching.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh,
Do
this
you
is
feel
good.
the consistency?
Stir away.
Oh, well, go ahead. Here you go, Paige. Now just get gross for me. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I went from cake batter to like
it's lumpy.
baby
Ready?
diaper batter. I'm good.
Baby diaper.
Changed a
bath.
lot of diapers in my day. I'm good.
You don't like baby diapers. I don't think anyone does this.
No.
Okay. Do you think we need a little more?
No.
Oh, I think maybe a little bit more.
Just a little bit,
Paige,
right? Can I put a little bit more in there?
Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
a lot more.
Amazing. how
Tell me
that does
when.
that. Where did you guys see this on the internet?
Oh yeah, on YouTube. We're
Yeah,
big fans.
YouTube.
Yeah.
How to do everything. You know, there
Yes.
shouldn't be schools anymore. Kids should just watch YouTube.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, really, what do you know history for? You can Google it. You know.
And when you get comfortable, you can throw your hands in there and start mixing. Anybody want to
Oh,
do
you
that?
got nails. I'll do
I
that.
have claws. Yeah. I don't
She
know
has
if that's
claws.
Okay.
a good idea.
All right, ready? I'm gonna go for it.
Shows.
Wow.
Wow.
No.
Sorry.
You're going to freeze!
Hey.
Oh.
She was like, what?
Oh, I know. I'm sorry.
What? Did I do something wrong?
Oh no, I think she was just stirring. But hey,
You
I
can
think
stir.
this will go faster.
You can stir with me. Put your hand in here too.
You want to do? Oh, yeah. You get a little. Yeah, let's do a little bit more of that, and then. Okay, can he mix? Can he mix it with? Okay, then you can do it. Do it with your spoon. Okay, can he keep mixing with his hands?
No.
Oh, okay. I think we should let him mix.
I don't want a spoon.
You don't want a spoon. You want hands?
Go ahead.
Oh gosh.
Do it.
Can you
Do you want me to help you? Here we go.
Mommy.
Oh, okay, okay. Then you can do it. Sorry.
Let's see. What do you want? Can I spoon a little bit, or do you want to go for it?
Yeah, you do
okay,
it. You got
Let's
it.
do it.
Go ahead.
Go on then.
Let's get
Oh,
it.
you can do it. You can do it.
Oh gosh.
That's right.
Good job.
Well done.
Oh man,
I'll hold on
that
to it
is
so it doesn't
slimy.
That's really cool how you made that.
Yeah.
Pretty easy, right?
It's
Wow.
burrata.
So cool.
It is cool.
Burrata.
Wow.
There you
Can
go.
he join you?
You want
Okay.
to take that off my hands?
Togetherness.
Together?
Action.
I'll hold on to the
Aw,
bowl
see?
because I feel like this is gonna fall.
Wow, this is so disgusting. I mean, this is disgusting on a whole nother level, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, huh?
So what do you do with this once you make it?
Yeah.
Just slime around in it?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Once you make it, you just sort of.
Oh, you just play with it.
Slime around in it.
Yeah, but
Pull
the
it,
other-
you make
The
bubbles.
texture's actually very soothing. You know, I think I'm going to open a guru, a chain of stores where you just come in and put your hands in buckets of therapeutic slime and just meld your stress
Shark
away.
Tank.
That's
Make it
it.
happen.
Make it happen. Yeah.
This is actually very relaxing just watching it.
Actually,
I'm not
it's
gonna lie
very
to you.
relaxing for me. I'm just kind of like, yeah.
Exactly. You
Do you
guys
think
are
we
on
need more
Instagram
activator
Live,
now?
So you know.
It's really sticky. Does the activator keep it
Yep.
from being sticky?
Yep, you need a little bit more of this. Then.
Okay, so for those of you that are at home watching
Yeah,
this
this is
therapeutic
cool.
slime moment,
You know, pull
do
it
not
off my
forget to
hands?
sign the pledge.
Get it off
Please
there.
Oh, there you
sign.
go. Nice. Thank you.
There
Thank you
you
for
go.
the help. Oh my goodness.
Look at these things. They're like massive.
Nice
Yes.
work.
A little bit bigger than
You know what's funny
yeah.
though? With fingers this big, I can't pick my nose. I can't. My finger won't fit in my nose. So I usually find somebody with a small finger. and
No,
use their
don't
finger.
even try
Oh, very nice. You're getting it all off. Thank you, Reese.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
There you go.
Oh, that.
Hey, yeah. You want to try it?
Girl.
I don't even. What
Get
is
in
that
there.
even?
What does it feel like?
Yeah.
Oh
wow.
Yeah.
You had that slime when you were a kid, right? It's like
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. That's just like.
If
Oh, I know.
John Cena's watching this, make sure to tell him so he can do the pledge.
John Cena will. I guarantee you, John Cena has already done the pledge. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's what kind of guy he is.
Awesome.
Yeah. He is a top-rate human being.
Even
You're
though
done.
Okay.
He says that you
We're done with
can't
the slide.
see him, but we did not see him
Do you want a
do
little
the
bit more
pledge.
activator?
Because he did do the pledge.
Yeah, we'll get that all off, okay?
Trust me, you can't see him, but you sure can believe in him.
Do you want to?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I
So-
think we've gotten the slime where it needs to be, right?
Yeah. So while we clean up this slime mess you might have made, my friend,
Yeah, you made a little bit of a mess here, Reese.
we're gonna cut to.
I love this. This is like a great way to keep your kids entertained, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where was this like 18 years ago? I couldn't
until it
believe
overtakes your house, and yeah, every container is being used. Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So juicy.
But you know what? It actually feels good in the skin because it kind of exfoliates the skin. I mean, it feels good. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Not just having fun.
Do you
so
agree?
Look
Taking
how
care
soft
of
my hands
yourself.
are now.
That is very soft hands.
Yeah.
Very soft.
Yeah. Yes. And it wasn't palm olive either. It was slime. Very cool.
Okay, so if you guys are watching this while we have fun with our slime, we're going to clean this up in a minute. Please take the pledge. Again, a reminder, it is free. But the cool part is that Johnson & Johnson has generously offered to donate money for every pledge. So, a
Oh,
slime
got on your
emergency.
shirt. Oh,
A
yeah.
little
We'll get
slime
that off.
emergency.
Oh my goodness. There we go. Oh yeah.
Okay,
was
back to
saying-
Very
slime. Sorry, that was a little bit of a moment. I had to make sure we were good.
I was
Okay.
scared. I was like, where's you?
So, again, please take the pledge. Go to specialolympics.org/live. We'll throw up the slime recipe on there. Why not? But more importantly, we would really love for you to take the pledge. Include yourself in the movement of inclusion. It's a wonderful organization that has so many activities and a sense of community for all those who choose to be involved. And we would love for you to get involved. So again, please go to specialolympics.org/live and take the pledge. And we're
Get your fingers out of there.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Where's slime?
It's not my
I
slime.
got you. Don't worry about it.
But we're going to take a look at a very special movie that's coming out soon. This is Peanut Butter Falcon.
Hello, Special Olympics Streamathon. My name is Tyler Nelson.
And I'm Michael Schwartz, and we are the writers and directors of a movie called The Peanut Butter Falcon. We are going to show you the trailer here in a minute, but we wanted to tell you a little bit about the movie first.
Yeah.
It is a film we made with our friend Zach Gottsagen.
One of our best friends in the world. I love this guy.
He is super talented, and he is an actor with Down syndrome. One day we were having a conversation, this is almost 4 years ago now, and he said, I want to star in a major motion picture, and we should do it together.
You guys should write it, and let's make this movie. And Mike was like, that's kind of genius, actually. Let's do that. So the three of us worked tirelessly. Would you use that word?
Really hard, but it was fun, too.
Yeah. Like it was such a labor of love. And Zach shows up as an actor and is equal to and on par with and giving a performance that delivers along next to Oscar Award nominated actors like John Hawkes,
Shia LaBeouf, Dakota Johnson, John Bernthal, Bruce Dern, Thomas Hayden Church, Yellow Wolf McFoley.
A lot of knockout punches in there.
It's going to be in theaters on August 9th. So please watch the trailer, and if you like it, please come out and see the movie August 9th.
To the Peanut Butter Falcon. And let's show them the trailer right now.
Let's do it.
Right here. All right, here you go. Enjoy it. Thank you so much for having us.
There's sheep in this world, and there are wolves in this world. And I know that you two boys are just two weary travelers who lost your way. So, we're gonna clean you up right with a baptism.
I'm more of a baptism by fire type.
Okay.
Come to my wrestling school and become a badass.
That's what he wants to do with the rest of his life.
Yes, it is.
You let a half-naked boy with Down syndrome who has no idea how to get along in this world just slip out from under your nose. You two are close.
We are.
Well, then you'll figure out where he's at and you'll bring him back.
Are you following me? Maybe we could be friends and buddies, bro dogs, and chill. Have a good time.
So the wrestling school's in Aden?
Yeah.
One long road leads all the way down. I'll drop you there then.
I'm looking for a missing person. Have you seen him?
Little man on a lamb. Met your girlfriend back there, Eleanor. Two bandits on the run.
Oh, yeah!
Rule number 1, don't slow me down. Rule number 2, I'm in charge. Hey, what's rule number 1?
Party?
No, not party.
Zach, you have a young boy with Down syndrome in the middle of nowhere.
All right, well, while you've been doing paperwork, we've been doing something called living. Oh, man!
Tell her I'm gonna give you all of my wishes for my birthday.
I made a promise to him. Give him that wrestling school in Aden.
No, we're not gonna hop on your little raft and cruise around down the river.
Hey, Eleanor, I don't wanna go home.
Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah.
So how far is it?
About that far on the map.
Are your fingers to scale?
Yep.
I think it's time for us to go back now.
We could be a family.
Friends are the family you choose.
Wrestlers got alter egos. You need a name.
Falcon. Peanut Butter Falcon!
2, 1.
And we're live. So thanks for taking a peek. The movie The Peanut Butter Falcon is an adventure story set in the world of a modern Mark Twain that begins when Zach,
Age
young
22.
That's right.
I was reading the pop.
I know you were.
Trying to help you out. Yeah.
Whoa!
You nailed it. Do you want to do the next part?
Yes.
All right, you got this one.
Zach, age 22, a young man with Down syndrome runs away from a nursing home where he lives to chase his dream of becoming a professional wrestler.
So next we have two very special guests, Tyler Nilsson and Michael Schwartz. Their new movie, The Peanut Butter Falcon, is an act of inclusion, which is so great, from start all the way to finish. You're crushing it, man. It's also their feature writing and directing debut, and though it hasn't even opened yet, it already won the South by Southwest Audience Award after being shown in Austin. Shia LaBeouf and Dakota Johnson star alongside Zach Gottsagen, a Special Olympics athlete Is that true? He's an athlete
Yeah.
and actor
Yeah,
with Down syndrome.
multi-talented.
What's it
And like we said, it's an adventure story. It starts when he runs away from home, and again to become a professional wrestler, which is very on theme for what we've been doing today, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Zach Gottsigan, one of the movie stars, is a Special Olympics athlete. He has competed in bowling, swimming, and basketball.
Wow.
And Zach won the Quincy Jones Exceptional Advocacy Award in 2018. The movie took home the South by Southwest Audience Award this year. I legitimately can't wait to see this movie. I have a couple friends who've seen it already. It's supposed to be magical and completely heartwarming and hilarious, and
I can't
just
wait.
a great adventure.
Yes. So I think we've actually got a special message from the writers. We don't. Sorry about that, guys.
We already had
we
it.
just saw it. We
Yeah,
just
we
saw
already had it.
You know, we're live. Mistakes happen. Hopefully
do
you're
it
sticking with us. Thank you.
Most importantly, we already had that happen.
Yeah, I just said. Yes, yeah. But
Okay.
like I said, live TV, mistakes happen. We just saw it. We're in the studio. We're not seeing everything you guys are seeing. It's fine.
But we want to thank you for watching today. We hope you. I mean, I had a ton of fun.
So much fun. There was slime. There was wrestling. There was makeup. There was food.
I'm going to that. I told you, I'm going to this restaurant. As soon as this is over, we had
So
incredible partnerships.
What was the restaurant called again?
Spixio. I think I'm pronouncing it
Spixio.
right.
Spixio.
Yeah.
With an X.
And it means on a whim.
On a whim. We had incredible partners today. Johnson & Johnson for being so generous with their donations. We had a lot of help from Toyota. Thank you for letting me drive around that RAV4. That made my
Their own risk.
multiple weeks. That was
And we were so happy to be able to partner as Pop Sugar. I'm here on behalf of us today.
Thank you.
Awesome opportunity.
so cool. It's been so much fun doing this with you.
We had a blast. And Diego, Bianca, you guys are like naturals. You're so good. Thank you.
Yes.
And we just want everyone to remember what the Special Olympics is all about. It's a global inclusion movement. It's not just about sports, it's about education, health, and leadership programs every day around the world to end discrimination against people with intellectual disabilities and empower them. And that's why it's so important that we have your participation today if you haven't stepped up to the plate yet.
Please click on the link and sign the Inclusion Pledge. If you can't see the link, it's specialolympics.org/live. Share with your friends and challenge them in the spirit of play and gamemanship, just like the Special Olympics themselves. Please, let's build an inclusive world together. Take the pledge right now.
Yes, it makes us all better when we're inclusive. So really step up, show the people in your life what you're all about, and encourage them to do the same.
And join the conversation using the hashtag excuse me. I almost couldn't say.
Hashtag.
You're the specialist with the hashtags.
Yes.
You want to do this one?
But even though I am not really modern, originally I had no social media, so I'm still new to that.
Okay, but you've got the hashtag down.
Hashtag choose to include.
There we go.
Hashtag choose
Thank you.
To include. And you can watch even more Game Changer stories at jointherevolution.org.
And again, thanks to everyone. Pop Sugar, Riot Studios.
You want to read these?
Ari and Iskra Lawrence. Iskra.
Nailed it. Johnson & Johnson. All the Game Changers.
Jimmy Allen.
Oh, Peanut Butter Falcon. Chef Massimo Denaro and Mara Sampo from Sfixio.
Got that, yeah. Paige Reese, obviously.
Her mother, Nicole, and Big Show.
Can't forget Big Show and his amazing makeover.
The amazing actors and writers, Tyler Nelson and Michael Schwartz of the movie The Peanut Butter Falcon. Special shout out to Milton and The Rock. Hannah Jeter and Dana Schultz. And our whole crew for the Streamathon, plus daring and fantastic me and Bianca, and all those at Special Olympics, but especially you.
Yes.
That's right, you.
So
Yes.
thank you
So
for your
thank you
support.
for your support and signing the pledge.
And you know what? I think a really nice way to end the day would be if we all stood up and took the pledge together one last time.
Yeah.
Give
let's
those
do
people
it.
at home a few more seconds to fill it out themselves if they haven't. Should
I'm
we?
all for this.
Okay, Diego, you want to kick it off?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Are we gonna? Let's do it. I
Oh
think
yeah,
we do
link
this
arms.
together. Link arms.
Solidarity. Okay, here we go.
I pledge to look for the lonely, isolated, left out, the challenged, and the bullied. I pledge to overcome the fear of difference and replace it with the power of inclusion. I #choose to include.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you so much.
Diego, Iantha, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
It was so much fun.
Oh,
And it's not too late to sign the pledge.
Remember
But
this.
that's all for
Make
us.
your
Thank
world
you
in
so
its
much.
light.
do you want to say that with the camera? You want to take us out with that, Diego?
And to all of you who are viewing, especially my father, I would like to basically, can you please stop moving the camera? Thank you. No offense to the viewers, but I want to thank everyone from the very, very, very bottom of my heart. Thank you. And remember to make your world in its light. And may the Schwartz be with you! What a world, what a
And
world!
on that note,
Thank you! I love you all!
1980, December, Christmas. This is where it all happened. A bicycle came riding down this street right here. I was about 7 years old, ran me over. The spokes penetrate my forehead. This is where I was lying. I was in a coma for about 3 weeks.
He started back to the school at Delaford AC. He was a bit slow under what he's supposed to be.
Struggling to keep up in school, Kester was diagnosed with an intellectual disability. He started attending a special school called Happy Haven.
You know, I had to ride the bus. In the Caribbean, your uniform define what school you goes to. So I couldn't hide and I couldn't run. I have to self-motivate myself. Because I had people calling me names, not empowering me.
Finding an escape from bullying in the water, Kester started swimming in Special Olympic events, training at first in a pool. Gaining confidence, he decided to take on a new challenge, his first open water swim.
By bringing Special Olympics athletes out into open water and teaching them to navigate without walls, without a line on the bottom, without lane lines to confine them, it's very challenging at first, but they become adaptable. And their adaptation, their acclimation to open water spills over into their daily lives.
I feel actually free when I'm swimming in the open water.
Using open water swimming as a tool to adapt and overcome personal challenges in his life, Kester questioned why it wasn't an official sport of Special Olympics.
No one believes that people with intellectual disability actually can swim in open water. It shocked me. And I said, why? I can. I did it in 2004 with 10 athletes from around the world. Why?
Getting a job at Special Olympics, Kester's mission was to make the sport that changed his life an official sport of Special Olympics.
Kester is a little bit like a force of nature. He has managed to navigate the politics of an international organization. He's had to take it step by step by step to make it grow to the global sport that it is today.
It took 7 years of dedication, but in 2011, his dream became a reality when 35 athletes took part in a Special Olympics open water swimming demonstration at World Games. But that's not enough for Kester. Kester has created a proof of concept, an entirely new standalone event for Special Olympics.
My next vision is beach games. Trinidad and Tobago been piloting beach games for 3 years now. Everyone is beach sports, but I'm trying to get them to see beach games where it's multiple sports on one beach.
person behind this is Kester Edwards. He is a man with a vision. The goal is to do a global event in 2020 where we invite delegations from all over the world to participate in beach games.
So I'm hoping, like, in 20 years from now, that it'll be the 20th anniversary of the Kester Edwards World Beach Games.
Beach Games have been successfully held in 3 countries as a Special Olympics event.
Kester is definitely a game changer. There are some people who the world will change, but Kester is someone who can change the world. And he's changing the world little by little by what he's doing with SY.
Kester is changing the world on a global scale. True to his roots, he is also changing individual lives through his coaching and his passion for swimming.
Kester from swimming. He's a friendly, kind, smart, and intelligent. He's a good coach.
And when I see the smile and the joy on my fellow athlete's face, that's what I need. And the life are changing because my life was changed. I feel maybe with my accident, you know, accidents are sometimes okay, good accidents.
I just love buses. I know a lot of people hate buses, but I don't drive. And like the old thing says, either drive not to us, ride the bus. Probably could write a story about the bus. My name is Loretta Claiborne. I was born and raised right here in York, Pennsylvania. I didn't always have a voice. Everybody wants to have a voice, but when you're the kid that's always pushed away, it makes it tough. My mother fell down the step when she had me. And I was born blind, didn't walk to the age of 4. I probably wouldn't go to school. I probably wouldn't be able to read. Don't even think about getting a diploma. I remember sitting at the table and my mom would say, "Oh, Stella, you're going to be really good at this, and you're going to do this, and you're going to do that." And then it'd get to Debbie. "Oh yeah, Debbie, you're going to do really well." And I said, "What about me?" And she says, "You're just going to be Loretta." You know, that's kind of sad. And I would just hang my head down. I said, why do I have to just be me? What happened to me, I got angry. So I didn't have to use my voice. I used my fists. And that's how I thought maybe I would communicate to get by. As I got into going to high school, I was having some struggles because I couldn't read that well, or I didn't fit in. The kids looked at me and says, "Hey, you, Special Eddie, we don't know retards in this class." And I got in trouble again. I took a hammer to a guy. Call comes on the intercom, "Can Loretta Claiborne please show up at the Gilreath's office?" He got me settled down. He said to me, "Loretta, you can't live your life like this. You got to learn that your feet will take you more places than using your fists." And I didn't know it, that something was going to happen that's going to change my life. Hand me a paper, I couldn't even read it. I remember the word Olympics. I started running in 1966, so nobody really cared, but Mr. Lee, he had a pill that worked, and it didn't come out of a bottle. It was the York County Special Olympics in 1970. This coach came to me and says, "Well, Loretta, what do you want to run? Do you want to run 100, or do you want to run the 50-yard dash?" I shook my shoulders. Why should I speak? Nobody cared. What was the purpose? He says, "Loretta, you have a mouth, and I want you to use it." And I think that was a turning point in my life. my advocate. He says, Loretta, I think you could speak. And I said, why do you want me to talk to people? I said, I don't talk to people. Who cares about people like me? She says, Loretta, you can really help.
Hi! Love you.
She took me out to Monroeville, PA. I walked in the room and I looked around, looked at people. I'm standing there in my little thrift shop dress. And then I started speaking. It just came out. I didn't have a note in my hand or anything. And then people would ask me to come out and speak to their groups. Never made a penny for it. I just enjoy speaking. What I made out of it was that it was going to make a difference in people's lives. Today I'm going to talk about the power of voice. Our voice, your voice, and how your voice can lead you into the next step in life. Thought I would never be able to do anything. My voice has took me across the globe. Today, I speak to presidents. Yes, I sat at the dinner table with President Barack Obama. I've spoken to the Pope. And the reason why, it wasn't because I was a good athlete. It wasn't because of the color of my skin. It wasn't because of where I came from. It was because they chose me, that they know they can trust in me, and they can say to me, Loretta, you have the power of voice that's helped changing how people are going to be respected and treated. I use my voice that somebody like me, the youngsters coming up today, older people still today, senior citizens who have intellectual disabilities, they still need rights to be fought for. The right to better health care, the right to live in an apartment, the right to be able to work. Young people, you as an individual have a voice. Please use that voice. If I could just make this world better by just doing one little thing for somebody else, it is worth it. I have this joy that I share with others. If you can talk to one person and change that one person's mind, then that'll spread to 2 or 3 or 4 or 100 or thousands. So if I could just change 1 or 2 minds, hopefully it'll spread on to more.
Those are my grandkids. That's my son. And that's my wife. She's spicy, but she's nice. And that's me, Ricardo. And this is a life no one thought I could have. Forest Haven was an institution for many of us with developmental disabilities. Everyone that came here went through a court process. It was a process, I think it was called commitment. Many came in not knowing what clothes. They figured just let them stay naked or wear pajamas. That was their way of working with us.
It was difficult for the people working there. They were not trained in helping the individual become more helpful to themselves.
I will never forget, as a young graduate student, I took a walk around the grounds at Forest Haven, and I walked up to this chain link fence, and I watched a staff person bring out about 20 women who were completely naked, and then watched that person hose them down.
Hose down is not unusual. You would see them, they sit there, they have a towel set over a chair, and they sprinkle them with the hose.
It was the most dehumanizing experience I think I've ever seen, and maybe ever since.
There's a lot of bodies here that are laid to rest in peace. On that side there, we used to see them and drop a set of bodies down. We had to be pallbearers. Those are sacrifices you make. And then down here is where my sister, Earlene, is buried. She had her good days, and she had bad days. She had days that were very dark that she wouldn't tell a lot of people. She passed in one of the cottages, and they said she had had a heart attack. I don't think it was a heart attack. I think that it was something else they didn't want me to really know. I know a couple of times when I seen her, she was drugged up to the point where she couldn't even touch her legs. The medicine was just that bad. There was no investigation. There's no one to tell. There's no one to say the psychologist made a big mistake. They drugged her, but I couldn't say that because I didn't know. But I was very sad at that, and I said I would advocate for change. That won't happen to anyone else. I was exposed to Special Olympics in 1971. I was doing track and field, and I was fast. I was good.
Special Olympics helped him become part of a community because he was associating with people who were not from the institution.
Love Special Olympics. The reason why I love it, it didn't give me about my disability. It just gave me my ability to do the best I can. And I got my first gold medal. Awesome. Took it back to Forest Haven.
He did learn a lot from Special Olympics, but he also wanted it. He wanted to change.
A lot of people was talking about Ricardo, and I said to myself, oh, that's Ricardo Thornton. I said, wow, he's nice looking. And I said to myself, I'm gonna keep my eye on him.
Donna, oh, she's so spicy. But she proposed to me. I told her, I said, we're gonna talk to our social workers and see what they say.
There were questions as to whether two people who had been diagnosed with a cognitive disability should be permitted to be married, mostly because they had been in Forest Haven.
They were talking, bashing group homes, bashing institutions, bashing people with disabilities. And what I did was I testified, and I gave my best testifying down there. I told my story and invited them to come out to a handicap wedding. Come to the wedding. Come see what we can do. And what I loved about the wedding was that we had people with disabilities in the wedding.
Their marriage and the success of their marriage has been a major factor in helping people understand that folks should be given opportunities. And along the way, like everybody, they've had their challenges.
But we challenge getting married, having children, having a car, doing everything a normal person has.
They are profoundly normal. The things that they do are the things that everybody else takes for granted.
They changed the lives of many people by the way that they changed their own lives.
I want people to know that my past is that I lived in the institution. The only thing different about Forest Haven and being in a jail is that we don't have bars. It's just that we were able to grow and develop some skills to help us. Special Olympics had an oath, and their oath is to let me win. But if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. And I think showing my braveness, I can open up doors for others with disabilities. And that's my determination with that, is to take that there and to show them what I can do.
Ricardo is very outspoken. He never should have lived in a place like Forest Haven.
I still got it. Honey, you think I still got it?
No.
Oh.
Not now, you don't.
He's become such an accomplished advocate that it's hard not to be incredibly impressed by what he's been able to do.
Hopefully I can continue to motivate others. That's what I want people to recognize. I did something, I made a difference, and I hope they will join us to do the same.
I was diagnosed at the age of 10 with a learning disability. When me and my big sister had got jumped because we had a learning disability, my mom came out of nowhere, came to the school and was like, what are y'all gonna do about my children? So she protected us and she held us tight She was my best friend.